What's good, people? It's Coffee hitting y'all real quick. Let's see if we get anyone out here, man. I don't know. Y'all know how it goes. Those that fuck with me, you guys know I be half dead, but still persevere. Well, I don't want to say persevering, but doing my best to persevere and push on, never quitting, etc., man. But see if we get anyone in this thing. I want to talk though. Cause I don't know if y'all seen this thing. Oh, we already got someone. What's up? Who's in here? The link is there. Smash that like for me. But real talk, guys. I don't know if you guys seen this shit. Or like, or anyone who hears this in the future with the title, right? Like, this seems extra like bugged the fuck out, man. I don't know if you guys seen that. This whole situation with dude getting bodied from Cash App, just getting shanked up like he was in a prison yard. I don't even know who the Cash App guy is or anything, but it's just wild. I just heard this breaking through in the blogosphere. I don't know exactly when this happened, but they said dude that had the Cash App thing going got bodied, and now the United States government already got their own Cash App. Pun Midas. Wow, man. Blast from the past, man. Jay, what's good, brother? Hey, what's up, Eva? Uh, see you still doing your thing. Yo, I'm always gonna try, Pun. Yo, guys, Casey, Eva, what up? Yo, Pun, do me a solid and smash that like. It has definitely been a minute, man. Guys, Pun Midas is a guy that literally, I want to say, dates back to like 20 subscribers on J Coffee Talk, like way, way back, like that. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate you pulling up. I definitely appreciate you, my man. Oh damn, we got some people in here. Okay, hit that like for me, y'all. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know, the algorithm always don't show me love. Um, but I'm always gonna, keep pushing this stuff out and try to tap in with the people, man. That's all I can do. But did you guys hear about this though? Seriously, Casey, I'm glad you pulled up too. Pun, Eva, everyone. Did you guys hear about this though? That the Cash App guy, which I don't know who that is, right? But I guess apparently this guy got bodied, shanked up, reportedly, allegedly. I don't know all the facts, but like shanked up like he was on a prison yard type shit. Like, who is the Cash App too? Oh, Baby G, what up? Smash, yo, everyone, take a quick moment, guys, and hit that like for me. Real talk, guys. But I don't know who the Cash App guy is. I heard about that in San Fran. Okay, so people though, do you know who he is, Casey? Who the Cash App guy is? But I heard he got shanked up and killed. But then the crazy thing now is they're saying the U.S. government is already like heavily promoting their own Cash App, and I'm like, yo, is it that obvious? Would they pull a crazy move like that and just oh, is Scotty in here too? My guy, Bob Lee. That's the Cash App guy. Um, But yo, did they do it like that? Like, did they just body somebody, and then now they're pumping out their own Cash App, and like that's what I'm talking about in the title, where I'm like, yo, is this some like is this something straight out of Behold a Pale Horse? Is this like a paperless currency, which we've already been pushing to and moving to and everything like that? He helped develop the Android. Damn, so this guy, yo, that's a whole nother thing, guys. This guy was because am I right when I say the Android was the first smartphone before iPhone? So this guy was a shaker and a mover, an innovator and inventor, right? Hey, Millie, what's good, bro? Everyone hit that like for me, guys. That link's there as well if anyone wants to hit it. Um, you know what I mean? I had to tap in on this. But so this guy helps create smartphones, then creates the Cash App. Now here in 2023, he gets shanked up. Like, how you get, yo, that's a crazy way to get killed, right? Get shanked up. Like I said, like you're in a prison yard. And then now, right away, right off the rip, the US is put, and yo, I think it's called Feed US or Fed Us or Fed US or US, or is it US Fed? I can't even pull up. or I could pull up another window, but if someone could check that for me, it's called something like that. So it's like, damn, is this a major move or witness in here? Like right out of Behold a Pale Horse. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when a motherfucker is trolling you, but in real life and like really getting you like that, you know what I mean? Um, they'll do it kind of blatantly, you know, and then be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like that's kind of scary, guys. Does anyone else know much about this? I can pull up another window and do my 1-2 research, but I just wanted to hear from y'all. Like that's crazy to me, guys. This fucking guy gets killed, and I don't know, man. There's a lot of content out there. Okay, we already got someone tapping in. That's what's up. There's already content out there where they're talking about, yo, this is it. This is the chip. This is how they're gonna get us. What up, Eva? Oh, what happened? Oh, there she
Hi,
is.
Carl.
Hey, what's going
How
on?
are you doing? How are you tonight?
I'm all right. Yourself?
I'm good. A little tired.
Yeah, yeah. You sound a little tired, but you sound focused at the same time, though.
Hey, so was this the founder of Cash App?
To keep it a buck with you, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even really know. Oh, they blaming it on San Francisco violence, but this was malicious. No info on this all year. Scotty was, yeah, like I don't even know. I just, uh, keeping it real. I heard someone creating some content on this, and then like in their video, they played the clip of someone talking about the US app. I think it's called like US Fed or Fed US. It just sounds all kinds of funny, but I don't know if he's the founder. Oh, Scotty's saying he created it.
Okay. I have
So
an
yeah.
echo.
Oh, for real? I don't even hear it. Yeah, it's yo, StreamYard is weird, right?
Hmm.
But that just sounds all kinds of crazy. And then the fact that like, oh, what happened to Eva? Maybe she hopped off and is gonna hop back on. But yeah, guys, it's like he gets killed and they're already pushing the new one. And then I don't know the name of it too. Hold on. You know what? Let me I'm gonna do the double window thing. Hopefully y'all can still hear me well because I want to pull up some pertinent info to this while I'm chopping it with y'all. Hold on. All right, where we at? Where we at? Okay. Okay. Oh, we got a I hope she goes back up. Okay. I think she's already back. I think okay, she's back. I think she just wanted to hop off and hop on and hope that that would fix the issue.
Is that better?
And uh
No.
guys, is that better? I don't hear it. You see, sometimes even when I'm echoing, I'm not aware of it, you know?
I
But
can hear it.
you can hear it?
Hmm.
See, I don't even hear it. That's wow.
That's
I'm trying
crazy. I tried.
um but you should be all right. A little echo, I think. Oh, she says a little better. Or Baby G. Baby G, you are a female, right? Okay, oh here we go. Cash App founder. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, but this was okay. Bob Lee, Cash App founder, was found stabbed to death in San Francisco. Well, enjoy your day. Um, Founder of Cash App gets stabbed to death. Fed announces Fed Now. That's what it's called. Fed Now instant payments. They aren't even trying to hide it anymore. Holy ish. The U.S. Federal Reserve banking system is launching its own Cash App called Fed Now in July. This is a movement towards getting rid of physical money and having a digital currency. Damn, we lost Eva again. Oh man, I wish y'all could hear this. Guys, tell me if you can hear this when it's playing. I feel like when I tried this before playing news videos in this way, y'all can't hear it, but let me know if you guys can or not. Eva, I think you were good, or did you fall off? Can y'all hear that?
San Francisco never had one, and instead it got like $1 trillion in tech money. So you think it would be the greatest city in the world, but it's become one of the worst. I want you to figure out how that happened. Gold City, the main crime neighborhood in San Francisco, one of the richest neighborhoods in the country. Google is a building there, but it's becoming a slum.
Can y'all hear that?
The founder of the payments program, Cash App,
Can you guys hear this news video playing? Let me know.
At least they know who did it. This kind of thing happens, not always to tech executives, of course, but it happens to normal people all the time. You may remember this video from July.
Someone let me know if y'all can hear that.
It shows what children in San Francisco have to walk past on their way to school.
Can y'all hear that?
No, it sounds choppy.
Could you hear that playing, Eva, or no?
It sounds choppy.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, no,
Can
it was
you hear
just a
me
guy.
better now, a little bit?
I mean, you sound good to me every time.
Oh,
Like, it's not coming through on my end. That's what I'm saying. StreamYard's weird like that. Because
okay.
it's odd. It's like, I don't know this, but I just, in my head, my brain tells me this, that like StreamYard you know what I mean? It's like linking everyone's internet connection together. People on the panel, people in the chat, like, and you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But it's a great platform though. It really is. It's dope how it's a nice tool to just link with people, you know?
Yes.
Oh, Scotty says you're tapped, yo. Oh yeah, yo, that I ain't even gonna say it, but someone put the feds on y'all. We know who it is, but we'll just keep moving. And but yeah, yo, it says he was stabbed to death on the street. Hold on,
Wow.
I want to pull up with some of the people, yo, because people like, you know, there's a lot of trolling shit in the comments, but a lot of people will come through with some real pertinent info or some real interesting theories. What's this guy say? I have a feeling most here that are dissing San Francisco have likely never been there. That's what Scotty said. Scotty said they're trying to blame it. Or was that Scotty or was that Casey that said they're trying to yo, he said it sounds like a ghost speaking the news video. But yeah, they someone said they're trying to blame it on San Fran violence. But Newsom, really, they don't know who did it. It's called White Collar Thugs. The app was accused of fraud. That investigation was coming. Damn, I didn't know that. Were they accused of fraud? You use Cash App, Eva?
I used to.
What was the deal like? Because I remember Joe Rogan, he always ran Cash App ads, and they would say, like, I personally never used it, but like, you ever have where people, like, say, if I had it, and then I send you the thing, like, yo, join Cash App with this link, they'll send me like $10 or something. I did that once for someone, but I never used it. But I don't know, Joe Rogan's ads, he'd always be talking about like, yo, they got these multipliers and they'll give you a play on this and a deal on that. Like, did you get anything good out of it?
I never received anything. I always did Cash App.
Okay.
And then my card got stolen, and so I canceled it, and I can never get back connected to it. See,
It's crazy.
Really weird talking to you when I'm echoing. I wanted to come up here and talk.
Oh, see, you can hear it?
I can hear the echo.
Oh, see, I can't even hear it.
And I did it 3 times. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Take care, man. Yep. Definitely. Is
now
it?
I sound like a ghost.
I think they were talking about the video I was playing.
Oh.
That's what I think. Like, is it bothering you? Like your echo or?
A little bit.
Hey, there's Lonnie, man. Shout out Lonnie. Yo, everyone, guys, I need y'all help, man. Anything, if any of my shit pops up in your guys' feeds or whatever, click on it for me, even if you don't feel like watching it, and give me like 45 seconds in a like, because they got me all the way fucked up right now. But it's crazy, man, just period. When you talk to people, just doing shit, trying to buy something off Craigslist or anything. Line says I'm echoing.
You're not echoing, it's me.
Oh, it's you. Oh, okay. But like people be like, "Yo, do you got?"
One more. I'm gonna restart my phone and try it one more time.
Okay, yeah. I'll be right here. I'll be right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, that's what's up. Eva's really putting in some work to try to come up on here and kick it with me. I appreciate that, man. Like y'all don't know how much I love kicking it with y'all. You know, always I want to break through in the algorithm. I want to gain subs and create great content and move up. But at the same time, I just love coming on here and kicking it. You know, y'all are the best, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like if you talk to people and they'll say, "Oh, do you got Zelle? Do you got Cash App? Do you got?" Yo, I don't have none of that shit. My wife does a lot of internet business, and she does all the finances and everything. So like she's got all that, but a lot of times you'd be like asked out nowadays if you don't have some stuff like that. Bye bye Cash App. Welcome Fed now. Bob looking like a pretty big dude too. But liberal cities make more money and are superior. A sad day for Cali. Really, my deepest condolences to Bob Lee's family. Now his two girls are left without their father. Can't get in the way of that CBDC. What's that? Central banking. What does that stand for, y'all? CBD, central banking. Some, but yeah, that's wild, man. That simultaneously with him getting just bodied like that is the news of this Federal Reserve. Yo, that's the big thing too, like their platform coming out. But that's the big thing, right? Um, yo, Casey, if you're still in here, or anyone who was in here who really does the politics, right? That was always one of the big things that is kind of creepy, right? The Federal Reserve, who's behind it, who owns it. It's never been what's the word, audited or whatever, right? Then didn't Trump, wasn't that something that Trump did, that even people that didn't like Trump said, "Yo, I fuck with that." Didn't he audit the Federal Reserve, or at least attempt to? Does anyone remember what exactly happened with that? Comment if y'all remember it. But let's see what else we got going on in the comments. You definitely echo. What's up, Lonnie? Hey, Lon, what's good, Millie? Lon giving a shout out to Baby G. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Man, it was a trip to see my guy Pun Midas in here. I don't know if he's still in here, but he's been around forever. I was wearing a pale purple and white dye bandana today. Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, I feel like a real knucklehead dumb right now. Something just became very clear to me as I just read that. And I'm like, I'm just stupid. And I was already put up on game and totally forgot about it. I see you. Yeah, it's all about bandanas and hammers. Butter and guns, right? Or guns and butter, bandanas and hammers. I'm only giving you a like in 45 secs. Hey, I'll take it. Just when the central CBDCs are about to be implemented and powerful nations are dropping the dollar, coincidence? Damn, I wish when I play these videos you guys could hear it. All right, I think Eve is back. Okay. Let's see, guys. What's the verdict, y'all? Can you hear better now?
Mic check.
Mic check.
1 2 1 2.
What is this? Eve is back on deck. Let's get to business. Let us know.
What
Yo,
does it sound like?
Say that one more time, Eva.
What does it sound like?
Yeah, what does it sound like, guys? What's the verdict? What's really good? Lon says echo, but then he says I'm playing. Yo, Lon is infamous because like I always had some fucked up shit going on with my audio myself. Like, is the Bluetooth on? Are these headphones fucked up? Whatever, and he'll be like, "Coffee, I can't hear you." Oh, he says it's not bad. Lon says it's not bad, but then Baby G says echo, so I don't even know.
I don't
But
know.
either way, I can deal with it if you can deal with it.
I'll
And the
deal with
people,
it.
like, I feel like it can't be that bad.
Okay, Jay.
But yo, where is the what's that one? California's got so many valleys. You got like the San Fernando Valley, the Moreno Valley. Ain't there one called like the Apple and something Valley? And then there's Silicon Valley, which is like where all the computer tech people are at. But is San Francisco near that? Do you know, or do you not know much about that stuff?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I know there's a San Fernando Valley. Scotty's in California.
Yo, Scotty, the other day, man. You know Zane, right? Oh yeah, that's right. You know.
Yeah.
Yo, there's a Coffee Valley. I think Lon's trolling me, man. Lon is like 60% troll to 40% not troll. So you always got to take it with a grain of salt. Yo, a new saying should be, instead of a grain of salt, you got to take everything they say with a grain of salt. You gotta be like, you got to take everything they say with a grain of fentanyl. Ymir Watts says that's why there's internet, bruh. What you mean, like Silicon Valley is why there's internet? Oh, you're telling me to Google it? Yeah, I mean that's part of what I do sometimes, though, is just ask questions to try to get people to engage. Yeah, a grain of Fetty. You seen that's what they said Coolio died, Eva.
He did?
Yeah, like you remember he died a little while back, right?
Right.
So yeah, like today it hit the news. It was fentanyl that killed him. But this is what's crazy, which I was already kind of thinking that's what it was because, reportedly he was at his people's house, went to use the bathroom, never came out. They had to bust the door down and he was in there deceased. Lon, you know Coolio died. Stop it. He died right after he checked the wicked Mousestein. But so listen, they said it was fentanyl, but peep this. He also had heroin, meth, heroin and amphetamines in his system. And it's like, damn, man. That just shows you these celebs be, everyone thinks you get all this money or whatever the case may be, and everything. Yeah, like if you're getting high like that, where you're just buying whatever, like, man, I just need to get by. I need a boost of energy or whatever the case may be. Oh, I'm sick. I just need to put something in my system and chancing it. And that Fenty wops out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a happy person.
Exactly. More money brings more problems, they say.
And then the dude from
And then all that pressure. God.
Ymir Watts says totally look at Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was a crazy situation. I didn't understand this dude, right? He's on a plane, huge artist, so popular, just getting to really, like, he didn't even hit his full potential of how popular he was, and he was super dope. Like, I don't know if you mess with him at all. I really liked dude's stuff, but the plane, when they landed, was about to get searched, so he took all the pills or drugs or whatever he had on him and took them and said, like, yo, you're rich, like, go to jail and get a lawyer, or go flush it down the plane toilet or something. Instead, he ate it and died. And Mac Miller, yeah, yo, these celebs are getting the same. You would think, like, with the money they got and everything, they could maybe like holler at, yo, I need some shit, but don't give me none of that poison. They're dying from the same shit.
It's everywhere.
My brother told me that he got inspiration from his music. No doubt. Yeah, R.I.P. Juice WRLD. What were you about to say, Eva, though? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was just asking, was Juice WRLD the one that took all those pills on the plane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was dope, man. Juice World was dope. Can't say Juice World and dope in the same sentence. Yo, Lon, you should be a stand-up comedian. Like Lon's commentary, like that. That's the type of comic shit that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how with comedy you got to touch on some stuff, or it's almost like, oh, is that offensive? But it's not offensive. But if you're offended, you're too soft. Like, you got to be able to go there. Like, Lon got the material. Lon, you could be, if not a comedian, like if that ain't your thing, you could be a writer.
Right. Because you got to, there's a lot of truth in comedy. That's what makes it funny. Just an
Yeah.
exaggeration of it, but not really. And then people get offended nowadays.
Eva's voice is so sweet. Yo, that was so sweet right there.
Can you imagine, like, if George Carlin was telling the jokes he used to nowadays?
Yo, when did he die?
Oh, had to be in the 90s, early 2000s. Because I was going to go see him, and then he died.
You got Carlin, then Dick Gregory. Then there was that other dude, Bill Hicks. Was that his name? Bill Hicks. You know him?
I don't know him.
No. So there's like, he was another guy on a high. I think I'm saying his name right. Mac was a great person too. Many enablers around him. Miss that dude. Yo, there's enablers everywhere. Not even just with drugs. Just people enable people to just keep fucking up. But it's like sometimes if you love someone, like, yo, I might enable someone to a certain degree, but I feel like I would know when to. And I'm not even just talking about drugs. I'm just saying in life, like, I feel like some people that I love, I'll probably enable them to a degree, but I feel like I would know when to give them a reality check. But tough love doesn't work for everybody.
Right.
You know about tough love, right, Eva?
Yeah.
Like, tough love is like, yo, zero tolerance. Fuck you. You fucked up. I'm not fucking with this. Go fuck yourself. I'm cutting you off till you're moving right. And sometimes that can push people
It
further.
makes you feel more depressed sometimes. Man.
Yeah. You gotta have that. You gotta kind of mix it up on them. You know.
Yeah, you can't be totally enabling people because that just makes them think that what they're doing is fine and okay, and they're not hurting anybody around them. You know.
I'm in love with Mac. Listen to his song Woods, please. Tough love is when you catch that leg cramp. He died in Encino. Damn. Remember that movie Encino Man with Brendan Fraser? But yeah, no, Eva, that was an outstanding point. And you know what's wild? Aside from like drugs and things like that, you know who I think is some of the biggest enablers in current society?
Who?
Parents. A lot of parents. What's up, man? A lot of parents enable the fuck out of their kids where they're like, yo, my kid can never do no wrong. My kid can never. But at the same time, you got to stick up for your kid too. Like, I speak from experience. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like my peoples weren't really my peoples, so they were always just like, oh, fuck you. Like, we ain't co-signing that. You can go fuck yourself with that. You're dead wrong. And it's like, you don't always want to be like that. You got to have compassion and empathy and emotion when you deal with your kids. But, you know, at the same time, you got to check them. It's just like anything else, really.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like with a mother and a father, a mother is going to treat her child totally different. A father's going to give that discipline. A mother's going to give that love or whatever. Not that fathers don't give love, but you know what I'm saying.
Right. No, that's a great point. That, you know, when you say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, our society nowadays is so like one parented. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just
Yeah,
I wonder
you
what
need
the
the mother's
statistic.
emotion. You need a woman's emotion to teach your kids, but you also need that father's like logical thinking
Yeah, no, absolutely.
and
And then
ability to like discipline and stuff like that. Sometimes you got a single mom and she's trying to do a mother's job and a dad's job, and she can't do a man's job.
right, it's hard to take on to wear multiple hats, so to speak. And like and then some people that do it and are able to and to do it productively or whatever,
Mhm.
they're they're just killing themselves off because they're wearing themselves out. And then you want to hear something that's a trip too with the two parent thing. Like a lot of families that are even together, right? Like they're so strapped financially, it's almost like a one parent household because someone's just at work 24/7, which has been going on forever. But it's just I don't know. Times is just wild. What's up, SN? What's good, bro? Hit that like for me, my guy. Support your local single moms. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Lon's such a damn comedian. I don't know if that's like he's that ass or he's like, yo, you know,
Is he
support
being
him.
sarcastic or
Or I don't know if he's like, yo, pipe down a single mom in your area. That's how you support. No, I'm just playing. Now, Lon is like on a serious note, as much as a Weisenheimer that he is, Lon is definitely like very uplifting to females. Like, and I say that dead serious. Like, he really is. Like, he loves women and respects women, but he's a funny motherfucker at the same damn time. Damn, Big
well,
Drake though says, I just want a partner in crime or a ride or die bitch who will hide my weed. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that either.
hey, we
You
got
know,
another comedian in the building.
uh, we are all we all are Lonnie Yellow. Well, I don't know if you meant to say lonely or Lonnie. I'm looking, yo, Lon said I'm looking for an enabling sugar mama.
Who said
Yo, you
that?
know, Lon said that. You know what I was thinking about earlier? This is gonna sound crazy as fuck, and I'm gonna sound like I'm trying to be flirtatious and all kinds of stuff, but I'm being dead serious, right? I be wondering if I was like single, if I could, through pipe game and in relationships or whatever, if I could be if I could keep a sugar mama, um, you know, engaged and interested and willing to support me. Not that I want to or not. I just, you know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of people that rock like that. And I'd be like, you know, every now and then, just crazy thought processes enter
Say
your.
that again. I'm sorry, what?
What's that?
Say that again. You were
All
wondering
right.
about
Yeah, no. So I wonder, right? Because I'm not single, but I wonder if I was single, if I could keep more or less just keep a sugar mama interested, whether it be through, with relationships with some or vice versa. Well, not for me, vice versa, but for females with sugar daddies or whatever. Pause. That sounds weird, even just saying. Or like dudes with sugar mamas, like to keep them interested, whether it's through, putting in work the right way or just keeping them happy or whatever.
what, have
I,
the house clean when she comes home,
or whatever. You never know because like there's
giving
different
her good
levels
sex
to
at
it.
night.
There's different levels to sugar mama, sugar dad. Pause. There's different levels to it. There's people that are like exploiting people, or there's people where it's like a symbiotic relationship where they're like both giving each other what they need. You know, like some
Right.
people are playing people. That's with anything. Some people are playing people. People are, you know, some people just care about people or they don't. I don't know. I kind of went on a tangent there. It don't really make a lot of sense, but
That makes sense. You're just wondering
Yeah, yeah.
if you could have a sugar mama and keep her content with you.
Oh, Baby G says I would say yes for you, coffee. Yo, well, no, because I've had some friends that had like quote unquote sugar mamas, and like some of them treated them all kinds of fucked up, and some of them, treated them pretty righteous for the kind of relationship they had or whatever. Lon says, "What the fuck is this turning into?" I don't know, bro. I knew that was gonna get weird when I went there. You know, like Venom. Um,
Hey, you know what? There's a lot of hobosexuals out there. You know what that is?
you said hobosexual?
Yes.
Like, what's that? Like a homeless guy that or homeless guy or girl that pays their way.
I'm using a guy for this instance, like a guy who lives off a woman because he can't take care of himself. Type of
Okay.
thing. He needs her to make, so he moves in and then doesn't work and just, goes from that's what I call them, homosexuals.
Yeah, no, I like that term, yo. You came up with that, huh?
Someone came up with that term and now I'm using it.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you really came up with that, but yo, that's a good term, or like couch surfing with benefits, you know.
Right.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? Dead serious. I know this at least so like I used to work with this one dude, right? And he was a little bit older, but he wasn't older because now I'm almost 40. But we're talking in my mid to late 20s. This dude probably was 40, which if you're like, I don't know, like he wasn't super old where it was weird, but it was kind of weird. But the point that I'm trying to get at is like a lot of females were always hanging out with this guy. And if you would see the pictures of like, oh, we went out and did this, oh, we went flying in this plane, like he was trying to get his pilot's license, he had a little bit of money or whatever, he was always taking people places or whatever. Like I went and hung with him and some females a couple times, but like I was kind of cool with the dude or whatever. But the point that I'm trying to get across, right, is like in your head you're like, oh, this dude is like banging a lot of these girls. Not like I got a gutter mind and I go there, but it just, you kind of think that based off the way too he's always showing off the latest big, oh, I took we went to this concert, or we did this, or we drove to fucking Disney World and did this. And you want to know what's crazy though? When I hung out with him, it became very like apparent he wasn't banging none of the chicks. And I don't know if he just really wanted the company or he wasn't smooth enough to move like that or whatever. But like that's a real thing too. Some people, it's not sexual with everybody. Some people just want companionship or whatever,
Yeah. I just wonder about these guys that it's like they'll take whatever girl they can if they need a place to stay.
Oh, you're saying like they, they'll switch it up or do whatever they got to do to get by.
Right.
Oh yeah, and then nah. Say that again.
There's a lot of those.
Oh yeah, they're
but they're slick too, so it's like, how are they getting all these girls?
Listen, I knew a dude that was a real. All right, so I knew this dude years ago. At one point in time, me and the dude fuck with hold on, let me read a couple of these comments. Lon says, don't get fucked up private this when done. They latch on a woman because she has a crib. That's a TLC scrub. That's a gypsy. LOL, my daughter's father used to couch surf me. I called him dick on a couch. Yo, and I seen your mirror set up earlier too. I just want my baby's dad to see his kid again. That's fucked up. Deadbeat gets no love. Like you know, that's the thing too. Like a lot of times I used to have and that, like, I'm gonna admit this, and I've never felt good about this, that I have friends, some older, some my age back in the day when I was coming up, that like some of the shit they did really wasn't respectable, and I'd be like, yo, why did I associate with them? You know, that's why sometimes you gotta someone's gotta set the precedent and call someone out. It's called a love seat for a reason. See, that was genius right there. Line came up. Line, find out you're using AI to write. Yo, that's what's crazy now with all this AI shit. I don't like this, man.
That's
You
what's
like
making me echo. It's Lonnie.
he's an AI robot in here. But peep it, I knew this dude, right? At one point in time, me and him kind of were messing, or no, so I was messing this with this chick briefly after he did, but like they had like a short thing with it. But more or less we were just around the same circle where I would bump into him a lot. And he was the kind of cat that was always broke. Like on the real, no one knew it for the longest time. He was a full blown crackhead. But like he was slick enough to where no one really ever knew it. Like stayed dressed nice.
Oh, he was a functional crackhead.
Yeah, like kept his weight up. Could get, you know, could walk in anywhere and get a job, etc. or whatever. But you want to know, like, as time went on, it kind of came out, and you know, he wasn't as functional and couldn't toe the line like he used to or whatever. And but I mean, it took some time or whatever. Like he ended up going to prison for walking in and robbing a bank with a note, which back where I was from, that was like the down on your luck thing people would do, because you wouldn't get no more than 4 years. You'd probably end up doing like 2 years most of the time. But the point that I'm getting at is like later on it came out that like he was doing some closeted shit. Like like he was doing some gay shit on the low, like more or less, with like some old weird gay dude
Oh my God.
for money. Yeah, and it was like, oh damn, bro, you like you was you're like that. You know what I mean? And you know, like it sounds fucked up because when I say, I almost want to say like, you know, the dude isn't gay, but then you're almost like, well, yo, who does that? Straight people don't do that. Which,
Did he need money?
yeah, no, that's straight. Like that's what it was. I'm saying like he was like selling himself basically.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
yeah. Yeah, and it was like wild. Like as he got more fucked up in the game, and you know, wasn't the slick individual he once was, and he started getting sloppy, and things started coming out. You come to find out he had been doing that. But to be honest, it was some real creepy, fucked up shit. Like the motherfucker was a predator or something. Cause like come to find out, his mom was a drug addict as well, and like his mom used to do shit with the guy for money too, which is wild because the dude was like gay, but like I don't even know, yo, this is getting crazy. I'm like, damn, why did I even go down this whole? But like the dude was a predator. Like the dude used to give his mom money because his mom was a drug addict too, to just basically like some kind of like creepy fucking pervert parties they used to throw or whatever, and they used to like pay his mom in drugs. I don't know. It was some real weird shit. So then when I found that out, I was like, you know what, man? This dude was a victim. Maybe that's why that was
Look what
happening.
Lonnie just put. He put Bud Light spokesman.
Bud Light spokesman. He said, and you bumped into him often? Oh, yo, he was around all the time.
Yeah, did you dress in girls' clothes? Is what Lonnie's asking.
Oh no, nothing like that. Nothing like that. He just was a functioning bass head, man. But I don't know. His life, I guess, was kind of basically mapped out for him already because his mom was like always doing drugs or selling drugs.
Did he have a dad?
His dad died when he was really young.
Oh.
Yeah, his dad died when he was young, and come to think of it too, as I'm thinking about it more now, it was just kind of a bad situation because like his sister was really out there, and she was like in the streets too, like hustling, and she was had a bunch of kids or whatever, and she was never around, and then she would always leave the kids with the mom, and it was just it's just a cycle of fuckery, man. Yo, Ymir said raid his head game. Come on, fuck out of here. Nah, nah. I'm not. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just saying this is a dude like kind of. It goes down with what we were talking about there. Like he was
A
he was.
homosexual.
Yeah. That's kind of when you said that, he popped into my head right away.
Right.
But no, I know. Ymir just playing. It's all good. We all just joking. Yo, Lon says if my mom neck and chin for crack and breaking that curse. Fuck that. Well, what's crazy is the mom was on smack and the kid was on crack.
But see, he was a functional crack addict at first. Or so you thought.
Yeah, listen. This is how much game this dude had. So when he got down on his luck and went to prison, he would get good job after good job, and he would like steal, like like good jobs that are like hard to come by, where people would trust him, and he'd rob everyone or whatever, and he'd fuck up on everything always, But like when he ended up fucking up and going to prison, this was a white dude. He went into prison and got down with the Latin Kings. He was able to convince. He had so much game. He could convince. Like he convinced the Latin Kings that he was part Puerto Rican because like he grew up in a part of town where there was a lot of Puerto Ricans, and he knew a couple. He knew a little bit of Spanish here and there. So like
I heard.
he was
I've
put
never been
put
to
on
prison,
or whatever.
but I heard in prison there's like a few different sections. There's black, white, Latinos, other. And usually if there's beef, the Latinos and the whites band together anyway.
Yeah, that's what I always heard. But I think that's more like a West Coast thing. Like, don't get me
Is
wrong.
it?
I think so. But no, what you're saying is totally right. Like on the West, like the lands and the whites click up or whatever. But see, you know what's crazy? So like in New York, there's racial politics as well, but it's not as deep or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, Lon just said that's West Coast cars. But like you want to know something that's wild though is like I guess like I was trying to get this across to the Zane dude the other day, but he was all fucked up. And
Was he drinking?
he was drinking. Listen, I already knew it was gonna be something. He came in and he was drinking Jack Daniels out of the bottle. I've never seen him do that. Normally he's like drinking wine
Oh.
and fucked up like that. This dude was guzzling Jack Daniels out the bottle. He got into it with Scotty like 2 times, and Scotty was just trying to be cool. And
Scotty?
yeah, I mean, not really. It wasn't like Scotty was tripping. Like Scotty, like Scotty just want to talk and cool. Like Scotty's cool as fuck. Scotty just was like, kind of caught the vibe. Like, oh, this dude's from the West Coast as well. Hey, bro, where are you from? Just curious. I'm from whatever. And he's like, oh, where I'm from? And he said, I'm from 60s, and started trying to bang on him and everything. And then Scotty was like,
I talk about the Canadian guy, but I'm not sure who he's talking about.
oh yeah, so he was talking about BK. You know BK? Do you remember him?
Oh yeah. He's from. Oh, that's okay. I get it.
But BK is cool, but BK will get drunk and talk his shit too and troll a little bit. Like, and they ended up getting into it one time. Which I didn't even really peep what was going on because I was like doing something. I had the mic muted or whatever. But yeah, like, and then Scotty left and came back, and then I'm like, yo, bro, that's the homie, man. He's cool. We're all just okay. And then he started tripping on Scotty again. He was whining. I said, yo, my man is like he's drinking Jack Daniels out the bottle. It's gonna be an issue. But But yeah, no, what I was trying to get at is like, so I guess like that's another thing we're talking about. So like in New York, do you know CB 420?
Yeah.
Oh, Jay Millie says BK the best name on YouTube. I'm already knowing you're gonna be feeling that name. Yo, Jay Millie, I was doing a video earlier and I was referencing something you said, and like you probably heard me say it before, and a lot of cats probably know it's kind of somewhat of like a New York thing or a East Coast thing where I was like, yo, Jay Millie said this, and I was like, it's like, yo, B. And then I was like, and later I was like, man, Jay Millie probably ain't gonna feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Because he on his crippin'. But I think he'll know like it wasn't nothing like that. But yeah, no. So what I'm getting at though is I guess like the Latin gangs on the West Coast, like uh essays like Serranos and Norteños and all that, they don't like Latin kings. Which in like New York, me and CB 420 was talking about this. Like where we live, most Latin kings were Puerto Rican, maybe some Dominicans, but someone else was saying something else. But like more like I guess the Mexican gangs like Chicanos don't like uh the Latin kings. You know what I mean? I don't know
Right.
if that's allegedly. This is what I heard. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, but you're right about the norteños and all that. There's most of those down here.
You got
And
that? Oh, so you got that where you live?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm more west.
Yeah, yo, I want to go. I want, yo, dead serious. I want to come out your way. Like I've always wanted to. As you get like, have you done a lot of traveling?
No.
No. So like, I've done a little bit of traveling, but I drove through a lot more states now because like I moved from New York to Florida, drove through which prior to that I'd been in like Pennsylvania, I'd been in Canada,
Yeah.
but
We
then
got we got a
oh,
lot of Samoans out here.
Samoans, yeah, yo, Samoans are like so I had a situation like a year ago where I was kicking it with some Samoans, not on no street shit. Um, it basically like one of my family members was into some bullshit, and one of their family members was into some bullshit, some bad stuff. Like they were fucking up together.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up kind of linking up and, you know, had to handle some, but like, it was more on some like wholesome, you know what I mean? It wasn't like street stuff. Like if me and you had family members that were getting together and doing fucking stupid shit. So we have to click up and stay in touch. And I was kicking it with some Samoans like that, and uh kind of got tapped in with the whole family. And I don't know, man, they just seem like very like fun loving good people.
Yeah, I don't know. Most of the people in my area are straight up like Mexicans, but there's a lot of Samoan Christians out here. Like that's probably one of the biggest, mostly in the Salt Lake area.
Yo, I got this video on my channel that does a minimum. It always does at least a few thousand views a fucking month. Like it's always popping up in my damn 15% battery. It's always doing some numbers, and it's titled "Booyah Tribe saved Eminem from being saved Eminem's life being extorted by Crips." And the Booyah Tribe are these Samoans from like the West Coast who are Bloods, and Eminem did a song with them or whatever. But like Eminem would have some issues on the West Coast sometimes because of like Death Row, because him being clicked up with Dr. Dre and the Dr. Dre Suge Knight thing or whatever. But I guess there was a situation. Dude from Cypress Hill, B-Rail, told the story where like Eminem, there was some kind of Crip set out on the West Coast that was like directly trying to extort Eminem, and I guess like the Booyah Tribe stop them or whatever. Like once they made it clear, like, yo, he's with us. Eminem was all good on the West Coast. Like, he would check in with the Booyah Tribe. And that video does good. Like, I get comments on it every day, and it's always like mad
Well,
comments are like,
what's the name of that song?
it's called 911. You ever heard it where it's
I
like
like that
hip hop
song.
is in a state of 911? Yeah, no, it's a fire
Yeah.
song.
I know that song.
Yeah, so that was kind of like Eminem's payment. You know, like they were like, yo, just do a song with us. We got you. But they're dope. Like, they got
That was a
albums.
guy from Cypress Hill and
Yeah, and the Booyah Tribe and,
Okay.
and Eminem, yeah. And cause like, so there's this big collective called Soul Assassins, and it's like the Alchemist, the Booyah Tribe is kind of linked up with them, Cypress Hill. It's a bunch of cats that are like hip hop, like, you know, like underground kind of vibes or whatever.
underground, like stoner hip hop.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And like,
See, and I don't listen to hip hop a lot, and I'm not into gangs, but I do know that song. And I know what you're talking about now because of the Simone gang and then the Latinos.
yo, Jay Millie, what is the politics like with Samoans on the West as far
I
as?
was going to say, Jay Millie, come up here and tell us because I don't know.
Yeah, like, do Samoans pretty much get along with everyone, or is there? I don't, because that's what
Around
always
here, they're
tripped me out.
The Samoans here are like Crip. If they go to church on Sunday, they carry a team over because the Mormons bring them over here.
Yeah, yo, Eva, have you ever watched that channel Swamp Stories?
No.
No, they're pretty like. He's got pretty good stuff, but a lot of it you kind of got to take it for what it's worth. Like, it's the equivalent of me getting on and say if I report on an incident and I'm like, oh, you know, this is what they're talking about. So based on this, I kind of think this, but it could be that. But this is just my take. This guy exclusively reports on like street shit and gang shit, and he goes in more like this is what it is.
Right.
Which he blew up big because of it or whatever. But, you know, like a lot of people are like, yo, this guy be bullshitting, his info be off or whatever. But he did a video recently. I can't think of what it was, but I feel like it was something in Utah and they were talking about Samoans. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna try to find the video and send it to you. I'm gonna try to find it. But yeah, it's like
I might have saw that one because I remember like they came over because the Mormons would like help them out. So they all came over, got baptized in the Mormon church. And so like they're creeping on, you know, most of these, but they carry a Book of Mormon in their pocket, like a small one.
right. Yeah, because I believe most Samoans are Christian. I think. Which Mormon is a branch of Christianity, right?
I guess, yeah, I'm not Mormon, but they don't read the Bible. They read out of the Book of Mormon. So I don't know.
Did you ever see the South Park episode about? Do you watch South Park, Eva?
I don't.
So there's an episode.
I've seen a couple episodes.
They're going in. So I'll try to find that too and send it to you. They roast the fuck out of Lon. It's like my battery's always dead, but it's like I had a good charger for a while, and right now I got a bunch of shit charger. But hold on, I'm about to plug in, and we'll see what happens, man. I'm enjoying this live. I'm enjoying kicking it with you.
Echoing, and I feel stupid.
See, to me, you sound great. Like, this sounds like $1 million on my end. But yo, they roast the fuck out of the Mormon. Like, they're like, the whole episode is like, somewhat think of it as like a musical. And whenever they're talking about the John Smith guy from the book, they're like the Book of Mormon.
Oh, Joseph Smith.
Yeah, Joe Smith. They're like dumb. Like, they're always.
I think I saw that one, dude.
Yeah, and like they're basically are like saying that pretty much and like not to offend anyone if they are Mormon, but
No, Jake, Millie needs the link.
oh, okay, I got you, bro. But they're basically saying like that the whole Mormon religion is based on the Joe Smith guy always saying like, "Oh, God talked to me, but no one else could hear him except for me." And
Yeah, he's 14 years old too.
oh, damn, I never knew that.
Yeah.
And then it's funny too because when anyone would question him and then they get like casted out on the
Right.
South Park, they go smart, 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 smart. Like when people would question it.
Dum da dum dum dum.
Yeah, it was funny, man. But
That's funny.
Mormons
I
are
saw that one.
they're so it's almost like a secret society in a way, right? Like they like if they don't fuck with you if you're not Mormon, right?
From what
You
it
know?
used to be like that. It's not so much more. They're more like the woke community now. They accept everybody. As long as they get their numbers, you know what I mean?
Right.
You pay your tithing, you're good.
To me, tithing, just religion, period. I don't care what it says in any scripture or anything. I feel like paying tithes and everything. I feel like it's just so the opposite of being Christian to me.
Right.
What up, Millie? But yeah, no, like I know
What's
you were
good,
just saying
y'all?
with it. What's good, my guy? Yeah. Yo, give us the breakdown on the Samoans.
It really ain't no breakdown. I mean, they just like the rest of us. They got involved, and they're a part of the culture. But the thing about them is, they don't go out their way to bite people.
Say that again. They don't go out
They
their
kind
way.
of stick to themselves, and they're very caring, very helpful people. But you don't want to cross them.
I mean, yeah, most Samoans just are big, strong, brolic motherfuckers, right?
Oh yeah, and loyal as fuck too.
Yeah, like in the NFL has a like I feel like the Samoan population as far as like the whole United States isn't that big, but I feel like there's a percentage of the NFL. Like, is there enough Samoans in the NFL where they like if they did with the NFL census, they actually make up a percentage, or is there not that many?
Oh, they definitely make up a percentage. Because like you got like what they call it, like America Samoa.
Yeah. There's America Samoa. Then there's the like a lot of people too, like the Tongans. Like this from wrestling too, being a wrestling fans. Like
Tongans too, yeah. Lots
like
of them around here.
people that don't know better just lump the Tongans in with the Samoans, which I think
I would be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think what are the word I'm looking for? Bloodline wise, I think they are related. I think.
Yeah, it's just really it's different tribes, but they're kind of like within the same bloodline because like one child doesn't mess with the other child, so it's like over the course of time,
And I feel like they're related to Native Americans as well.
Yeah, there's some ties to that. Well, to kind of put everything into perspective, Samoans have an African ancestry.
I would think Asian or Hawaiian or something too, like an islander.
Yeah, it comes all off of that.
Yeah, I think they're like African, Pacific Islander, and what else, Millie?
Let's see, Pacific Islander,
African,
Asian.
Asian.
So that's like my wife's native tribe, right? Like that's the thing with natives. So we're going back to before history was even documented, really. With when it comes to certain things or whatever. But like, and then in America, when it comes to Native Americans, a lot of tribes got mixed up when they started putting people on reservations. Like my wife's tribe is originally, they were in the Carolinas, which there still is a reservation of her nation there, but then they sent a lot of them to New York too, because the US government was just moving tribes around, like, okay, this is your reservation. And then if they ever found anything, if they ever wanted that land for something else, like there was instances where gold or like other stuff, viable resources that the government wanted, they would just move them somewhere else. And they just didn't really give a fuck and just
Well,
kick.
I gotta see. I'm gonna start doing this, and I should have been doing this from the get go. When people bring up Native Americans, I need to know which Native Americans are you talking about, because there's two separate Native Americans. You got the ones that are the original people that were here, and then you got the $5 or what they call the $5 Indian.
Well, but then also, Millie, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about people that are just more or less trying to claim native status to.
Yes.
And they pay $5, and they pay $5
That's what they call
to
them.
claim it.
Well, then that gets tricky too, because there's actual real instances, but this kind of gets kept out of the news, where people have falsified documents to get like be documented of a certain tribe to then take over the gaming thing and actually steal from the nation. Like the government has actually implanted people that have done that. That's really happened. And it's wild. It's just like, too, remember that there was like that girl, Jay Millie, that was in the NAACP that was a white woman. I think she was like Italian.
Oh yeah, that bitch.
And then there was a girl that did that with the natives too.
Don't forget about Elizabeth
What
Warren.
white girl are you talking about? Was she pretending she was black?
Yeah. Yo,
Okay, I can't remember her name.
listen, she fooled everyone to the point she was like had some status in the NAACP. And
She like permed her hair and shit.
yeah, she probably had like some Greek or Italian blood or some,
I think if you're talking about the girl I know, she was blonde haired, like straight blonde hair, and all of a sudden she like changed her skin tone, changed the way she talked, she changed her hair. What's her name?
There could be multiple people. The girl that I'm talking about, if you like,
Did it
you
start
could
with
actually
an R?
look. I honestly don't remember her name. But the girl I'm thinking of, you could kind of, you would never question it if she was just maybe like a light skin. You know what I mean? Like maybe she had a white parent and a black parent or something. But then later it just come out. It was just totally fraudulent.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
It's fucked up, man. But yeah, no, but yo, my wife's father, and he's full blooded. He's deceased now, but like on his government paperwork, because like my wife, she doesn't even have a status card. It's all messed up. It's weird. She is a recognized Native American and has dual citizenship because of it, but she doesn't actually hold a status card. That it's hard to explain, but her dad used to always tell me, we have Asian, we originated from Asia, he would always say. And I'd be like, really? I always thought that they came, like, if I was to look at them and guess, I thought more like Central America, Latin America. But they have these like her and her dad and her family, they all have these it sounds racist to say, but I don't know how else to say it. Like they have really just beautiful eyes, but they're kind of like they kind of look Asian. I don't know, man. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm getting into some.
So okay, so what Asian community are they from? Because like if you speak about like the Filipinos, that would be African.
Well, so when like when I'm saying that, that was just kind of like his theory. It's not anything like
Oh, okay.
documented. He just always thought that, like, because he was kind of a historian. He
Uh-huh.
liked to get into things because a lot of their history is kind of like, for instance, the language that their tribal language isn't documented at all. Like, you only can know it if you were taught it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like literally. It's not unless the elders have it hidden somewhere or something. But like he would always just say that. Like I think. But that's what I'm saying. You know, it could be a big mix of a lot of. But when you just said that, when you said Filipino, I almost wondered too, because like, because right, ain't Filipino is like what, Asian and Latin?
Nah, Filipino is African.
See, I never knew that. But
If
that's
you
like
if you
Puerto
go,
Rican.
you can go to the Philippines right now, but you got to go deep into the Philippines. You got to go into the jungles, and you'll see people that look just like me.
Well, yeah, that's just like Puerto Rico, like how Puerto Rico has African ancestry, but
Exactly.
you'll see, like there's Puerto Ricans that are darker complexion, lighter complexion, or a lighter complexion but have afros, or
Yeah,
blue eyes,
it's
green eyes.
basically it's basically the Spaniards conquered a lot more because people know that the Spaniards conquered a lot of countries,
I was
but
just
they
gonna
don't
mention
really
the
think about
Spaniards.
how deep and how far they went and how many countries they actually conquered.
Oh, Ymir Watt says genetics have never moved backwards. You must understand the human travel path from Africa, to be honest. Yo, and you know what, Ymir? I truly believe that. I really I don't just say this because I talk about hip hop stuff. Like, I really believe that mankind started in Africa. I really believe that, honestly. Swear to God, because
Well,
that's.
I'll drop some more. I'll drop some more a game on you. Everybody ain't human.
Did
Oh,
what?
that's that's kind of.
Everybody ain't human.
Young Pharaoh used to speak about some of that, right? Did you ever rock with him?
Oh yeah, because the word hue means black.
You think? I'm,
Well, no, because
I
Jay
don't
Millie,
get so white.
when you're saying that, are you speaking about like aliens and stuff like that? Because I know there's theories of like, because what you probably you probably know some of this. I don't know, but like some of the things you say, and I know some of the stuff you're up on that I'm not. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like with what is there? There's like
Oh,
the
you talking about the
Caucasoid.
Anunnaki?
There's like the four. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like the Caucasoid. There's like four. I can't think of the names. You know what I'm talking about, Millie?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like you got humans, and then you got mankind. Mankind will be referring to everybody else because you don't have the hue within it. Basically, the hue is like the melanin. So if you have that melanin from an African descendant or African ancestry, you will be considered as a human. If you have the recessive melanin, you will be referred to as mankind.
Okay, wait. So I'm really, really white. So am I not human?
You would be human under the context of how they use the word human today, but you would if words were actually used in the context that they're actually supposed to be used, then you would be considered mankind, and I would be considered the human.
What does that mean?
It all basically stems from the Caucasus Mountains. If you know what those are.
You cut out what?
The Caucasus Mountains.
What does that mean? Am I not on the same level as everybody else because I'm lighter than everybody else?
No, that's basically the origins of white people.
Huh.
There is a place in Europe where there's a mountain called the Caucasus Mountains, and that place is where people used to live in, and then at some point over the course of time, the people came out of that, and then when they came out of that, they were uncivilized, and then the African taught them how to be civilized, and then through the course of interjecting, now you start creating different types of people.
Is he cutting out or is it me?
Oh, you can't hear me?
You were cutting in and out. I'm trying to understand this.
All right, am I still cutting in and out?
You sound good. I can't hear Jay Coffee talk.
Oh, because he got knocked off.
Oh, okay. So, okay, explain again. I'm sorry, I'm confused. Because
Okay, so
what I got from that, from what I heard, was that I'm not part of humankind because I'm white.
No, what I'm saying is the origins of white people come from the Caucasus Mountains.
The Caucasus Mountains.
Right, because the only humans on the planet are the ones with the melanated phenotype.
Wait, I have freckles. That's melanin.
That's not enough.
It's not enough.
I mean, you still have melanin. You still have melanin, but you have a recessive melanin. Melanin.
So is that like lower on the scale, or like what does that mean?
Think about it like this. Think about how you could be white and then go out into the sun and get burnt up, but I can go out into the sun and still be out there and nothing happens to me.
Okay, you cut out again. You can go out in the sun and get what?
No, okay,
so get burnt, and then you go out in the sun and get what?
Oh, I can go out in the sun and stay out in the sun as long as I want, and nothing's going to happen. I won't get no sunburn. I won't get any of that.
Wear umbrellas and hats, and they don't like the sun.
Like my bad. My bad, y'all. My shit died. I'm still here. I don't mean it. I don't mean to interrupt y'all. And it was crazy. It was only on 8%, so it shouldn't even die. But my bad. Just letting y'all know I'm back.
It's okay.
Oh, you good?
No, I'm just trying to understand this.
Yeah, no, I just don't want to ruin your, like, if you guys had a train of thought or, some.
Oh, no, you good, Coffee.
You're good, man.
But yeah, so
no, I was just explaining to her about the Caucasus Mountains.
Right, that's in the So that's like you're saying. Is that the? This is something that I heard way back when I was in like the system, right? Is it like people from the Caucasus Mountains were like cavemen?
Right. Cavemen and women, uncivilized people. And then when they came out, it was the Africans that cleaned them up and taught them how to be civilized. And then through the interaction between the two groups of people, now you have different groups of people. And then it just kind of continued to evolve from there.
How did the and this sounds racist, but this is the only way I can put it. How did the caveman, who was like not as well off and they were unorganized and not civilized, end up to conquer most of the world?
Because the African taught them things that they were not supposed to teach them, and then they took that and they came back and used what they was taught.
Maybe it's my phone.
against the Africans, and then that's how you get the whole,
They don't want us talking
hoopla.
about
And
this.
then of course with the own Africans enslaving their own people, now you work that in conjunction with the European that came over, and then boom.
Yo, a dude that I used to know back in the day.
Hey, wait, I
That was
didn't
like,
hear anything he said. It totally cut out.
What?
Millie, her, I think when she asked you that question, I don't think she heard any of your response. Like, I think it broke
I
up.
didn't. No, I was asking about the conquering, and then it just went.
Oh,
I couldn't hear you.
basically, okay. So basically, when the African taught the caveman how to basically brush their teeth, clean themselves, educate themselves, and stuff like that. Then what happened was they left, and then they gathered up their people because now they have information that they could teach their people on how to do. You get together and then go back now in conjunction with the African enslaving their own people. Now it's a lot easier to go in because now you could be like, well, look, I can give you this if you give me that. And then everything just continues to evolve from there.
Okay.
Yo, I used to have a friend though, like that was some people call it 5%er or God body.
Oh yeah.
And he kicked some of this to me. That's when I seen earlier you were talking about mathematics. That's what he would always call what he was talking about, mathematics. Like, what's today's
Kicking that
mathematics?
science.
Yeah.
Kicking that science.
But then there's another theory too. Do you know what I'm talking about with the Jacob, the mad scientist that created white people on accident in an experiment? Did you ever hear that?
I mean, I've heard that
theory?
too. Look, white people were not created in no lab. That's just idiotic. That's just idiotic way of thinking. But he's not wrong about people being created in the lab. He's just got the wrong people.
Wait. So white people were created in labs?
No.
Well, that's what the guy is saying.
Oh.
I'm not saying that because I know white people weren't created in the lab.
No, it's just like a theory.
Okay.
But
because I feel a little discriminated against here because I don't think other human beings like that.
You know, there's a lot of different kind of white people though, like genetic.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I feel like.
Well, just like there's a lot of black people created genetically different. Like you see light-skinned blacks, you see dark-skinned blacks. You see whites that can get tan and they don't burn. You see white people that burn quick as shit in the sun.
Right. Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that comes from like you can go with your genetics, or you can also go with because of how things have like changed over the time. Now it's really based on how you carry yourself as a person. What type of foods are you eating? Are you keeping yourself healthy? And stuff like a lot of that stuff contributes to that. So a lot of things are not exact like how they used to be because there's been so many different interactions with people. So who we look like now is not who we look like 1,000 years ago.
Okay.
And then also people like having sex with each other, to put it simply.
Yeah.
Right? Like but yeah, man. This is deep stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, like
and
if you look up an
Billy,
American
what do
black,
you think?
okay, can I say something real quick? If you look up an American black and you look up an African black, they got totally different features.
well, that depends on who you are looking at, because a lot of us have a lot of the same traits. But the thing about it is, the
But there's
reason
other
why,
countries that blacks came from besides Africa.
no, I know, but they're all descendants of Africa. It's just depending on which part of Africa they came from, what tribe they come from, and then of course over the course of time, things are not going to look like how they did. Because when you talk about the different shades of black,
I'm
we can
the
we
different
we
shades
can
and
create different
shades
shades. So
of like just their
so like,
features.
but look, okay, so like, you could take two dark-skinned black people, have a baby, and that baby will come out light-skinned. Or you could take two light-skinned people, have a baby, and that child is going to come out dark.
Right.
So it's just really depending on where your lineage, where your bloodline, and all that different stuff plays in to what it is. But you can find a lot of us here in America that have the same features as the Africans over there, depending on which tribe you speak of, and what country too.
Mm.
Well, that also gets into a deep conversation too. That you know, like there's a lot of evidence to support that. That black people being in America, or what is present day America, only came through slavery. There's a lot of evidence through, like Central America, that there. Do you know what I'm talking
Oh
about,
yeah.
Billy? That like
Uh-huh.
was that like that there was black people already here
Mm-hmm.
before
Yeah.
slavery.
Yeah, because the African traveled. You know what I'm saying? The Africans traveled. They traveled and they settled. But we're the only black people in the world that is the most hated. If you go to any other country where there's black people, we is not like.
Africans that I've talked to don't like American blacks. There's some, not
Yes,
all, not all,
that's
but
very
they
true.
do
That's
not
what I was
like
gonna say.
American blacks.
That's what I was gonna say is like, my bro. You guys ever hear me kick it with the dude from the vape that owns the vape store when I'm in the vape store?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he's from Ethiopia, and when he moved
Okay.
here, right? His dad, he was saying like his dad is like super old school, and he was saying that his dad was like, "Oh, you're gonna get caught up in like, like in his head, what he views as how Black Americans, through the news or whatever, because I don't know what life is like in Ethiopia, but more or less, basically, what you're saying, that he has this vision in his head, like, you know, you, you're gonna, you know, lose all your morals or whatever and become like the blacks in America. Like he flat out told me that. This ain't out of my
Yeah.
mouth. Like,
Oh no,
Yeah.
I
like
believe it.
he's
Yeah. I've heard that before. That's why I was
crazy,
asking
right?
the question. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yo, that's
They're
why.
more prejudiced than a lot of white people I know. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yep.
Well,
Against blacks, black Americans.
listen. That's why in America, everyone loses their, like. This is the land of no morals, and we just everything's out the window in America. It's capitalism and greed over morals and principles, and how can we make a dollar? how can we turn the church? How can we pimp the church out and exploit people? Like America is just, if you can't pay your bills and you don't have money, you ain't shit. That's what America's about, really.
Yep.
Right,
So
Yeah.
everyone loses their heritage.
right.
And
Yeah.
then, it's crazy. That's America.
And they'll kick some propaganda and be having people thinking, oh, well, this is the land of opportunity and this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right.
Ymir, I'm sorry, I didn't see you were asking for an invite. I got you if you still want to get on. Apologies, I got my battery died for a minute. But if you still in the chat and want to hop on, I'm gonna put it right there. I got you. Apologies, y'all.
Yeah, America, it's like, oh, it's getting so bad. I mean, all they want to do is divide us, and I don't know. They want to make certain people victims, and they play on that, and it's just sickening. Because I don't care if you're white or black. There's poor white people too. There's poor black people. There's rich black people, okay? So when I hear people like LeBron James or someone like that, like bitching about white people hunting him down and shit like that, it's like, no. I don't know people like that, and I'm white. They love him. They might be hunting him down for his autograph. They ain't hunting
Well,
him down. He's richer
well,
than anyone I know.
well,
Any white
well.
person I know.
See, the thing is, Eva, that's because he's in a certain tax bracket. But that's not. But that was still
Yeah,
not
but he lives in a white
stop.
rich neighborhood, and he's
No,
bitching.
but that would still not stop somebody from harassing him. That would
Who's
still not stop
harassing
the
him?
police because
But
because
people
because
harass
it's happened plenty. I'm saying it happens to black celebrities a lot more than you realize.
Well, I'm not black, so I can't even.
But you see, that's the thing. Even though that may not be your reality, does not mean that those things are not going on, regardless of what the tax bracket is. It just makes him a lot safer to be in that tax bracket, but he could still get gunned down. He could still get harassed. He could still get profiled. All of that. You know what I'm saying? Terrell Owens, he smiles, giggles, dances, and everything for white people. And he still gets harassed because of his skin color.
Okay, I personally don't know people that are like that. And I live in a predominantly white state. So I've never like seen that. Everyone
Well, that's
like,
because it's not your reality. I'm speaking of this because this is my reality. This is my people's reality. This is the stuff that we go through every single day. But a lot of people don't want to ignore that because they see successful black people and they think, okay, well, they made it. They did this and did that, but it doesn't work like that. It's a game that they're playing. It's a system that they have running, and it's a game within that system that they're constantly using against people. It's us first. We get hit the hardest, and then everybody else gets hit.
yeah, they're doing that on purpose. I understand that. I see that. I understand that. But
yeah,
it's a very complex thing.
I see that because but I'm just saying that no one that I know personally does that to black people. And I've also been discriminated against because I hang around black people, okay?
Oh, that's been going on since the beginning of time.
Okay.
You're white and you hang around black people?
Right. In high school. I have had so many situations of both black people coming at me and white people. Both.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, I remember my best friend. Her name was Fatima in high school. We hung out together. There was this place called Cowboy Corner. Okay? They were chewing up tobacco in their mouth. They spit on her, and they called me a nigger lover.
Yeah, that's what they'll say.
I got pepper through. I'm sorry for using that word. I'm just saying, I'm being honest. I'm not racist, Jay Militant. You know that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
know
that
what
because
context you're
that's
saying
what
it
I was
in.
called. And I'm using
No,
it
I
as
know
a
exactly what
story
it
to
is.
tell. I'm not using it as a racial slur. I'm using what I was
Hey,
told.
I've heard my white friends be called that in the past. So I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
You
take
know
no
how
offense to it
hurtful
because
that
I know
was?
what context you're you're speaking it in.
Okay, okay. As long as you know that, because I don't want to offend
Oh
anybody,
yeah,
because people get offended easy. But I'm
you're talking
straight up
to an
to tell it
educated
how it
black
is.
man,
That's what I was
not an
called.
educated dummy.
What?
I said you're talking to an educated black man, not an educated dummy.
Okay. Well, you have no wisdom. No, I'm just kidding. That's an inside joke. But yeah, it was like, and then like I was at a party and I was the only white person there, okay? And I was there with my friend Fatima. It was her house. She's like, go get a beer. And I'm like, really? Okay. So I go into her house and two black men stood in front of the fridge and called me a fucking racist white bitch. Told me I wasn't allowed to get beer in there. Nope. They stood and they guarded the fridge. I was like, okay. I got so scared. I was with my boyfriend Stanley, who was black. And I go, let's leave, let's leave. And I told Fatima, I'm leaving. They all laughed at me. They were like, no, just go back in there. I'm like, hell fucking no. I'm fucking leaving. Like, forget this. Anyway, she fixed the situation, but it was like, so I've had it racism on both sides. So it's a fucked up world we live in. Why can't I'm just I don't get why race has to be so fucking the focus of everything. You know what I mean?
Because
That makes sense.
it's the system. It's a system. It's a
But the
system that was
system is
created
working
thousands
against
of
black
years ago.
people. The system is working against black people. 85% of the prisons are filled with black people. Who put them in there? Kamala Harris, the fucking Clintons, fucking they have the crime bill, all that shit. But people don't want to see that at all.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna throw Pete Wilson's ass up in there too.
Who?
Oh, he was the governor of California when they implemented the 3 strikes, and he decided that he was going to send the police into all these homes and snatch up all these black people, all the black fathers in the 90s.
Yeah, that
out
was
here.
their plan.
Yep.
It's fucked up.
Because the
So
crack
I see where
epidemic
you're
didn't
coming
work the
from.
way
But
that they wanted it to.
what?
I said the crack epidemic didn't work exactly the way that they wanted to. So then they started to create all these other laws to be able to split the black family up, take the black father away. Once they took the black father away, now you have a bunch of single moms out here with no control of their kids.
Right. I agree. Totally agree. And it's a fucked up thing.
Yep.
It's fucked up. That's deep because that really did happen. They put
Yeah.
that in place. Like they put that in your neighborhoods for a reason. And they took the fathers out of the homes. And they'll be like, we'll give you this house and you can have 90 kids living here, but you can't have no man in the house.
Right.
We'll give you all this money. The welfare system, right?
Yep.
And it's working perfectly.
Yep. Exactly.
It's messed up.
I don't know how many times I've been racially profiled in my life. You know.
Really.
And I grew up in a diverse town, but the town wasn't always diverse. When we moved out there, it was predominantly white. We was like one of very few black families in that town.
Oh, okay.
So it was, you know, that's why I say I can come on here and I can have a whole lot of hatred in my heart. and spew that out. But you see, I don't do that. I put my energy into the racist ones. I don't put everybody in a box because I can't be like, oh, okay, well, I don't like you because of your skin color, but you just got done helping me when, I needed, like an extra 50 cents to get on the bus or something. Or I was short $1 when I needed to get something to eat. Out the kindness of their heart, they helped me out. So I'm not going to do that with everybody. But with the racist ones, that's why like whenever a racist people come in my direction and they start calling me all those things, I just reciprocate that energy right back to them. Outside of that, you guys hear how I talk. I rarely say the N-word.
I'm sorry for saying it earlier, but you know the context I was using it in.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Okay, because people can use that against me and be like, "Oh, she's so racist. She said that." I was just repeating what someone said to me.
Well, that's why I said I'm an educated black man and not an educated dummy, because somebody's anger could be could be properly placed, but the direction of it can be completely wrong.
Because if I was really racist, I wouldn't have said that statement at all. I say that I would look behind my shoulder, look who's watching, say it behind somebody's back. Like, no.
Shoot. We wouldn't be cool if you was racist.
What's that?
I said we would not be cool if you was racist.
I know that. I love you. I think you're a cool dude. And it's just like, no, I was just saying my experiences because I was called that by white people.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how bad that hurt at a football game to get a whole bunch of cowboys throwing pepper in my eye?
Oh, yep.
I had people go, "You stand out like a sore thumb. What the hell are you hanging around those people with?" You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was like, damn. But the way I was raised, the only people that would talk to me were, I had a lot of Mexican friends and I had a lot of black friends. And those were the people that accepted me for some reason. And it was just the people that I guess it's a culture thing. It's not a race thing.
Right.
Really. Because my race didn't accept me for some reason. And I know it was because of my religion. So I just grew up like that.
Right.
So that's just who became my best friends and the people that I hung out with. And it didn't change the person who I was. It didn't make me hate white people. And it didn't make me draw away from the people that were actually my friends and treated me like I was a human being. I don't know. I'm drunk. I'm being serious.
No, you kicking some real shit.
Right. It's just I never was black, so when you relate your stories, I can't relate. Of course I can't relate. I'm not black. Right. I'd be lying if like, oh yeah. I mean, I was a good dancer. I was a good dancer. I was in a group. I was in a group with a whole bunch of black girls and some Mexican girls. And they always told me, like, they would be called, oh, that white bitch. Like, we'd be sitting at a table, and these girls were going off on these white girls, going, that white bitch. And I'm sitting at the table with them going, don't say that. I'm white. Like, don't say that. And they're like, you ain't white. And I'm like, yes, I am. Like, don't. I get offended. Like, don't say that. And they're like, you ain't white. You're black inside. And that offended me too.
Oh, they took you in.
It was like so yeah. Like, what?
I said that's all that means. Anytime we say, anytime that we tell y'all that y'all not white, you black, that means we brought you in and we accept you.
Yeah, and I was
I'm back,
accepted.
guys.
Oh.
I'm back, guys.
Coffee missed the whole thing.
Yo, I knew too, right when I muted up when the LeBron stuff came up. Someone came up and was talking to me. I muted up and then I ran in there. Hold on, let me see. Oh, Donna says, "Hi, all. Not sure what we are all talking about, but I know for a fact if two blue-eyed parents will always have blue-eyed children." Jojo AZ says, "What are y'all preaching about? Salute, homies, Donna. But bottom line, we all bleed red. Why can't everyone all get along? It makes me so sad the older I get. I love all races. Okay, just wanted to say hello to all my friends. I love you all. I have to go to bed because I'm exhausted. Much love to all."
Good night, Donna Slit.
Yeah.
Good night, Don.
What?
No, we were getting in a deep conversation about some shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
yeah.
bad. I didn't try to like dip out on y'all. Why would it? It's probably. It sounds like it's one of those conversations where like I can't even say like, "Oh, what did y'all talk?" It's just probably too deep.
Yeah.
It's a
So try.
conversation that needs to happen more often, and more people need to be more open-minded. So like, Eva, you said something very interesting, about you don't know because you're not black, you know,
Right.
and you know I responded in like, you know, that's not your reality. So the thing about it is, we're not asking anybody to to believe us. We're not asking people for handouts, or no, we're asking for people is just empathize with us. Just empathize with us. Because what I mean, it's crazy people can say that this doesn't happen when every time when you turn on your TV, you were seeing Rodney King getting his brains beaten.
Right.
Or you seeing Ahmaud Arbery, who was just jogging down the neighborhood, and you got three white dudes run up on him, and one with a shotgun and then kills him.
Right.
You know, it's things like that. It's things like that that we live through every day. Every time I walk out my door, I always get looks. I don't bother nobody, but I get looks because of how I look. Now, if I just go around and just keep that anger in me, then yeah, I'll probably flip off the handle and do something stupid. But I don't do that. What I do is I educate myself, I learn what it is, I know what it's about, and I reciprocate that in my actions. So if you come at me violently, you're going to get a return in violence. If you come at me with a mouth, I'm going to light you up. I'm going to verbally assault you. I'm going to verbally beat you down. And if I could pull your card in the process and embarrass you at the same time.
Like Dub.
Exactly. Yeah, oh, there's more white people, more white slaves than black slaves. Like, shut up. You got black people enslaved to this very day.
Well, yeah, bro, it's like people just, you can never tell someone else how they feel or what they experience, you know?
Right.
How can you tell someone? No, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be like me going to somebody Irish and telling them, well, look, we made it through slavery, so you should get over it too.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna do that because I don't know what their experiences was when they was enslaved.
Right. Well, that's why I was telling you my story. Because that's all I can relate to. is what I went through, experiencing racism from both sides.
Yo, the dude, you guys ever watch the show Prison Break?
Yes,
You know the
I
main
used to.
character, right? The main character, Michael Schofield.
the cute one, the gay one.
Yeah, yo, so it's so funny because we've been re-binging that. That's why it's on my mind. My wife always says that too, like that he's so handsome, and
The
there
one
was
with the pretty
rumors
blue
about him.
eyes.
Yeah, so there was rumors about him forever that he was gay, but he didn't come out till like more recently or whatever. And the only reason he came out is because he got invited to go to some kind of like movie stuff in Russia, but like, or I think it was Russia, but like he declined because of some like gay, I don't know, something that Russia said about gays over there he didn't like, but it's so wild, right? You can even look this up. So like, you probably wouldn't think this. Anyone probably wouldn't think this. That's why I'm saying like like uh like would you think that that dude is black?
No.
His dad is black.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, like I'll send you the like some stuff on it, Millie. So like his dad is black, obviously a light skinned black dude, but like blacker than you would think to have a son that looks white. But the only thing is if you see him, like a lot of pictures of him, like when his hair's growing in, he has like a fro.
Oh,
And,
mm-hmm.
and so basically it's
And
like,
his eyes are really, really blue. So he must have a little bit of dark skin because they like
so
stand out more.
so he has like his ethnicity is like he's like uh black, Jewish, Native American, Lebanese, uh like he just has like a real diverse makeup. And
Hmm.
his mom, like his dad is a light skinned black dude, and his mom is like she's like Middle Eastern but like whiter looking, if that makes sense. I don't know. She's like Lebanese, but he came
Hmm.
out real white like that. But the reason why I'm bringing this up though is just basically because he was talking about how people don't ever believe him when he says that he's black, because obviously like he don't look black. But he was saying the things that you're surprised that it would surprise people, the things that you'll hear people say, out in public, or because they think they're amongst all white people, which really, I guess, like technically his skin is white, but he's not white, but he kind of is. But like basically he was saying like he's heard people say a lot of really hateful, racist things because they think they're amongst all white people, but they're really not. But they kind of are, but they're not. But he just, he's heard a lot of really foul things said, basically in what people thought was behind closed doors, but it really wasn't.
Mm.
Yeah. Nah, that
You
see,
know,
so so like growing up, um, I used to go to my grandparents' house, and they lived. It was a new development area, but over the years, turned out the only black family on the neighborhood, right? And everybody else was white. So, like, I spent a lot of times in these homes playing with the kids and stuff. The stuff that people might think is a myth, a rumor, is actually reality. A lot of those whispers and a lot of those conversations that is quote unquote hidden, all you got to do is just be around and pay attention. They will let it be known. And the shit that comes out of their mouth, they really let each other know what they think about us.
yeah, kids always will repeat things that they hear. You know what I mean? Like when you're
Right.
like, um, kids repeat what they hear their rhetoric in their own homes.
They're sponges. That's all they do is take in information.
Yeah. But like so I'm gonna throw something else at y'all. So I know a lot of people be thinking I'll probably be wondering why do certain black people see all white people as racist. And I'm gonna give y'all a little story. So we live on this new development hill on the other side of town. Nice homes, big homes. Like you would think, like, you know, I was living in the air area. And oh shoot, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I got a phone call coming in.
All right. Yo, Donna just commented also. She said in Eva, I've been there also because I was called an N-word lover and was friends with gays years ago and called a fag hag. I love you all. Good night. Also, animals are my favorite people. They don't care what color we look like. Yo,
Oh,
but
she
I
said
will say
that.
this.
What?
I, I I will say this though about animals. This is something wild. Um, I my friend told me this once, and I was like, "You're crazy, right?" But my friend was telling me that if you have like dogs can become racist. Like where if a dog is like say people have a pet dog, right? And it's a white family, they'll they'll bark at someone black, or if it's like a all black family, the dog will not trust a white person. You think that's true?
I don't know. I don't know, but I was thinking when you said that, I was thinking about children. They're innocent. Like you can take two-year olds, or maybe let's say 5-year olds, a black and a white kid, okay? And they will play together. They won't even think of color. The only reason they would is if they were taught that.
Right.
They're innocent. You can watch it over and over again. You see it. It's
Yeah,
something
no,
taught.
no, that's a fact.
So
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
Millie
know.
fell off. Yeah, he had a call.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Eva. My bad.
no, that's all I was saying. I was just like, I've seen it. They have no, they're just like hanging out. Hey, you want to play? Yeah, I want to play. They don't like, they just met a friend, you know? I don't know about animals, but um, I never heard that theory. Just like they turn like against, like a, say that again?
What about the having a pet?
Yeah, with the, like the,
Yeah. So my friend was telling me before that if so, all right. So say like a white family, right, where everyone that lives in the house is white, has a dog. That the dog will be more aggressive. Like say a, a black person comes to the door, the dog will be more aggressive because they'll be like, this person looks different, and then vice versa. Like if a black family has a black family and a white person comes to the door, they'll really be.
you're
I
cutting
was like,
out.
I don't know.
You're cutting out, but that kind of makes sense in a way. I don't know why it would, but I don't know that makes sense to me. If that's what they're used to, I don't know if they've never seen a black, okay, let's say a white family has a black dog, or a white family has a dog of any color, it doesn't matter, whatever. And
Right,
all
right.
that
Yeah, I was
dog
about to say the
sees,
dog is. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. That's a trip.
Yo,
I don't
feel
know.
bad
Maybe
that
I think that might be a myth. I think they go more by sense. They can smell if that person is a good person or a bad person. Most of the time, dogs are they have that sense. They can tell if you're afraid of them. They can tell if you're up to no good. Like I had it. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Um, I had a dog one time, and my sister's friend. I was still living with my mom, like I was young, but she was my dog. And this one of her friends knocked on the door, and my dog was the sweetest dog. Okay, this was a white kid. My dog, and I'm not kidding, she latched onto his balls as soon as he walked in the door. For some reason, she
Oh
wouldn't let
fuck!
go. Yeah, she just held his balls. Like she
Like
grabbed his
literally bit
genital.
him in the balls.
She didn't bite him, she just held him there. And he was like standing still. She was like, don't fuck with us. Right? She just
Yeah.
had this sense about him. I don't know what it was. I've never seen her do that. She never did that. She was never aggressive. He came in the house and she just grabbed him by the balls with her mouth.
Yo,
And
dogs always out of why when they sniff you, like as a man, they be all up in your business, and it always freaks me out. Like, oh, please don't bite me there. But I never
no,
like a
this was
dog has never
different.
done
No,
that to
this
me.
was different. No, she was like totally telling him, don't come in here. You're not allowed here.
Damn,
He was like,
he
I'm
maybe was some
leaving.
kind
He
of
was
like
like, I'm leaving.
pervert.
Come to find out, no, this dude was a bad dude. Like a bad dude. He got in a lot of trouble. He was a thief. He was we'll say other things I don't want to call him, but a bad guy ended
What,
up
like
to be.
he was like a pervert?
You just messed with people he shouldn't. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
No,
damn.
nobody knew. I didn't know. My dog totally was like latched on right to his balls. Didn't let him even step in the door, and he just stood still. She didn't bite him. She just held him there like with her teeth. I swear to God. Swear to God. His name was Leroy. He was like, "Okay, I go, yeah, you better go. I told my dog her name was Shanae. I was like, stop, like stop, and she stopped, and he left. And come to find out, he wasn't a good person. She sensed that, so I don't know if it's color has to do anything with color. Dogs are really good at
Dogs
that,
do seem to have like a sixth sense though, because I like you said, a dog can tell when you're afraid of a dog.
right?
You ever seen Jerry Maguire?
Yeah,
That kid is like, do you know only dogs and bees can smell fear?
right.
Remember that like nerdy kid?
Mm-hmm.
I seen
It's
him
been
on
a
this
long
thing
time.
where so like they had him on this thing. It was like him and the kid from The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis, and then like someone else, and they were like child actors that were like in big movies and grew up to be all ugly as fuck or something. Like you
Right,
ever see
right.
those articles? They're like, look at them now.
Yeah,
And then if you ever click the article, you gotta like exit out of 3 ads to actually see what the fucking
I
article says.
know.
It's like, yeah, I hate that shit, man.
I know.
Oh, Millie's back.
Oh, good.
There he is.
Hi,
Damn,
Millie.
my fucking uh signal is coming through shitty. It's going so slow.
Sorry.
Yo, can y'all hear
All
me?
right, there we go. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Millie.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
Yo,
dogs have that sense, though, dude.
yo, Millie.
yeah.
This is like totally unrelated to anything we were talking about. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
tie
we
into
changed the
racism.
subject really quick.
Well, no. So like, uh, if all right, do you think if because Donna left some comments, but like one of the things was she was saying like I love animals, like some people are just animal lovers. But she was like,
Right.
animals don't care about anyone or whatever. But we're like, yo, do you think this is true, right? My bro was telling me this once, right? That if so say an all white family or a all black family has a dog, right?
Hmm.
So the dog is always just in the home, either or, with like all black people or all white people. If a white person or vice versa, a black person comes around, the dog is like freaked out because the person looks different than the person they're used to, and they'll be like aggressive towards them. Do you think that's true?
That's facts. And I'm gonna tell you why it's
Yep.
facts. I'm gonna tell you why it's facts. Because we had a dog, a German Shepherd. Um, and it was a bitch. And anytime a white person came over, she would and she would know it by the voice. So like if somebody black came and knocking on the door, she would just run up to the door, you know, do 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 do. But if somebody white and we were like, who is it? And they heard the and we had to go and put her up in the room.
Yeah, because they're like, yo, this person just to the dog because it's just used to the household. They're like, this person don't
Yep.
look right or something. Like, what's going on? Something's different.
Yeah, no, it was just it was just predominantly black people around. So, she was just used to that, and then, because it shocked us because it didn't happen until it happened.
But
Right,
like
right.
I was saying, could that person just be a bad person? Because I was telling Jay Coffee Talk about what my dog did to somebody that was actually turned out to be a bad person. Because they
But
also
so
sense that.
I think that's something too, but something different. What you're saying, I think dogs can sometimes sense like, yo, this person, like not just from appearance, they're like, yo, I'm catching a bad vibe. Because Eva was basically saying, right, that one time someone came over and the dog was like ready to bite his nuts off, but didn't quite do it.
Well, she
But
just
like
grabbed him by
scared
the
them,
nut and held him
but
there like
didn't.
he couldn't move. If he would have moved, she would have bit him off.
And
Ouch.
then come to find out, the guy was like not a good person. And it's like, I do think pets also, like dogs, they do seem to have a sixth sense also in a way, right? Like they can pick up on
No, they do.
emotions and
No, they do. It's just really
Smoking weed.
dependent. It's just really dependent because some of the people that used to come around us, I mean, like some of them were not good people at all. But she was still kind with them. So it
That's
just really
true.
all
They
depends.
because well, I don't know.
oh, Donna commented again. She said, no, no, no. All animals are innocent. It's the owners that teach them to be racist. Eva, you are right. And then she
No,
said,
we
Yeah,
oh,
never taught our dog to be. Wait,
there's
hold on,
no
Donna.
bad
I
dogs.
disagree with
There's
you on that because
why.
I just said we didn't know until we knew.
But
So
how do you know
that
that
last
white
statement,
person
it can't be
wasn't a
true.
bad person and they were just picking up a sense off him
and
that
then
he was a bad person?
And then she also said, all children and animals are innocent. The owners or parents teach them to be the way they are. So, no,
Right.
I do think, Donna, I do believe what you're saying that, like, you can teach a dog bad things. But what I was saying about that, it's not actually, because it's a dog, it's not actually like a racial thing. I think that just if a dog is around a certain group of people day in and day out, and then someone just looks different, it just strikes them a little different. Where they're like, wait,
Yeah,
because do you know
Right.
what I
I
mean?
can
Because they're
see
just like,
that. I can see that.
yeah, like I don't think it's actually, because it's not like I don't think the dog could actually be racist. I just think they're like hold on, something just is different, and you know what I mean. They're kind of taken back by it, but I do also think that dogs do have that sixth sense, like
Nah, they do.
you know what I mean, like what
They
Eva's
do, and
saying,
so
where
do children. You
oh,
know
and
what
she
I
says
mean? You
yes,
got a baby
animals
that would
have a
go to
sixth
anybody.
sense.
Like, I remember
Yeah,
when I
she's
was little, and it's gonna sound racist again, but I'm not being racist, okay? I remember I knew this kid in my church. He was black, and his name was Stevie. I loved to feel his hair, okay? So it was different than mine. I wasn't being racist, but there are certain babies, okay, like say there's a baby and you hand a baby to somebody, there might be a time when that baby might get a little scared. Like say it's a white baby and some black person wants to hold your baby. That baby might get a little scared because it's only seen white people, right?
Yeah,
So maybe
that
that's
does happen.
how a dog might be. Maybe.
can
No,
the baby comprehend that?
but that's the thing. I lived it. I lived it. I seen it every day. We always taught our dog to be friendly with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we would go out our way to ensure that. We had no idea that our dog was just going to buck up at nothing but white people. We had no idea until it happened.
How
You
many
know what I'm
times
saying?
though
So
were white people just coming to your door and it was like
no,
freaking out?
these were friends. Were friends of ours.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well,
So, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was always just like random people. You know, these were people that we actually knew
well,
that
if
she
we
was
could get
still
into
like,
dogs' minds, then we could see. Because I don't know.
Yo,
All
but
I
then I
know is that I don't know.
oh go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Eva. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, no, I'm good. I'm just trying to figure
Oh
it out because I don't know.
no, because then I was gonna say too, I've had like random people that I fuck with and were cool. But do you ever have a dog and there was a situation like that where there'd just be a random person and for whatever reason the dog just did not like that person?
Yes,
mm-hmm,
that's what
mm-hmm.
I'm saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, Eva, is like in your situation, how you found out later, like yo, that person was foul. Like maybe that person wasn't. I just didn't know.
Maybe that
I
person was
have had
coming in to like hurt me and had bad intentions, and the dog sensed it, right?
yo. I love how dogs are so. Isn't that so wild? How like they don't. You know how like a person we can feel self conscious about ourselves or a certain situation where we
You get
may
a
need
gut
to
feeling.
react
You get a gut feeling about something or
or
about
like
somebody.
so I'm the kind of person, right? I get too deep in thought where say, and I get kind of extra with it where, like, basically, this is what I'm getting at. Like, if you have a pet, right? That pet is always just like, yo, I love my family. I want to protect them no matter what. I'm going to protect them. Even if another dog that's bigger than that dog comes and wants to kill them, that dog will 100% stand up. Like, as human beings, we have different emotions that can make us lack confidence or freeze up or whatever. Like dogs don't like dogs are just ready to go. Even sometimes like a dog that's small as fuck could go it could be like a David versus Goliath thing. The dog
Yeah,
is not
they're
afraid
loyal.
at
They are
all.
loyal to the T.
Yeah, they're not afraid at all. They'll
No,
die. They'll
right,
die.
you feed them. You're their source of food. You give them food, you give them water, you give them shelter. They are loyal.
And they really love you too.
Right. They
Like you
know
ever
when
have a
you're
dog
sick.
just want to lay with you? They
Yep.
want to or like
Yeah.
they like chilling and the dog will come like put his head underneath her hand, pushing her hand up like pet me, you son of a bitch.
I've seen
Like
people
they
beat
just
up their
they
dogs,
love
like not
you
beat
like
them up, but be
unconditionally.
really, really mean to their dogs, and that dog will still. They won't attack him. They won't attack their owners. They won't. No matter what. Like, oh, they're feeding me. They might hit me once in a while. It's weird. Dogs are very loyal. And they have a good sense of wrong and right. Like I said, they can sense somebody that's scared of them. They can sense something that's bad. Children are like that too. Like I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. 100%. I'm with you. I totally feel what you're saying.
Right. But Jay Militant's right too. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I had a black friend over here not too long ago. Well, no, it was about 8 years ago. And my son is not around a lot of black people. My son was scared. He was just had this feeling. Come to find out, that dude wasn't a good guy. I don't think it might have been his skin color too, but he wasn't raised like that. You know what I mean? So where he goes to church at, he doesn't, like, that's all black people. He's not like that. So I think children and small children, they have a good sense of people.
No, they do.
Right. It's true.
And with the dog again, I'm like 100% believe they pick up on vibes, but with the black white thing, like, it's not like I'm not saying that the dog actually, it's just purely because something looks different that they don't,
Yeah.
because they don't know, it's a dog. They don't know anything about the human race or nothing. They're just like, something looks different. It seems out of the ordinary.
Not only looks different, but smells different.
Yep.
And that's a fact. Right,
No,
Jay
you want to hear something totally unrelated? I heard on a podcast the other day, and this is going to sound super weird, and it's tied to race, and I never knew this.
Uh-huh.
Do you guys know who Theo Von is?
Yes.
No.
He's a comedian. Yeah, he's a comedian. You know him if you've seen him, Millie. Like, even if you never watched him, if you've seen him, you'd be like,
he's funny.
You'd be like, I've seen this guy before. It's this white dude. He's got a mullet. He is funny.
He's got an accent, a country accent.
Yeah, I think he's from like Tennessee.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So he had, did you ever used to watch Mad TV?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what's the Asian dude's name?
I know who you're talking about.
I forgot what his name is, but I know who you're talking about.
His name like Ben something, or fuck, I can't think of his name. So he had that guy on there, right? And they're like really. Yeah, do you know his name, Eva? The fucking Asian dude?
I don't know his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about now. Because I'm subscribed to Theo Von.
Yeah, no, I fuck with him too, man. Like, he's off the chain, and he's a recovering drug addict. So this guy, like, he's just, dude, he's serious, but then he's goofy, but then he's silly, but then, like, he's just all over the place. So he had the Asian dude from Mad TV on there, and they totally got into racial stuff.
Yeah,
and they're they're joking on it, and they're going back and forth and everything. But you want to know something that came up that's like, after it sounds so weird, I Googled this because I was like, are you kidding me? This is real? That they got into through all this white Asian racial stuff. Like, did you know that Asians are the only, and I guess some Native Americans too, which then that maybe ties into the whole Asian Native American thing, but that we were talking about earlier. But like, I guess Asians are the only, so like, say there's a crime scene and there's pubic hair, they can tell Asian pubic hair from fucking other pubic hair, because I guess this was crazy. Like I said, I had to like fact check this after the podcast. Asians have straight pubic hair.
So do I.
You do?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I thought you were serious. No, but
I
like,
might be.
I
Anyway,
thought the
sorry.
guy was joking with him about it though when they were saying
No,
it. He was
he's
like,
not joking.
yeah, like I guess Asians have straight pubic hair, so like for like CSI, if there's ever pubic hairs, if they're straight, they could be like, oh, that's an Asian person's pubes.
I
But
must
then,
be half Asian.
but you know what the Theo Von dude said? He was like, well, what if a fucking there was like a creep, and then he went and straightened his pubes and then committed a horrible crime? They would think it was an Asian. He said that. He actually said that on the podcast. Could they tell that it wasn't a naturally straight pubic hair?
He's crazy.
He is. That guy is nuts, but he's funny, man.
Did you see his story about when he went the last time he did cocaine?
No, what'd he say?
I'll have to send you. I'll send you the. It was on What's Happening. It was like a stand-up comedy thing, and he was talking about how he went to Harlem. He got a taxi cab, and him and the taxi driver ended up getting cocaine. Oh my God, I gotta send it to you. It's funny as shit. They were like, we were just like a whole bunch of cocaine. Like, oh my God. He goes, he made friends with his adorable buddy, and it was so funny.
Well, that's what's so funny about Theo Von is like he'll take a thing that's really not even that funny, but make it funny.
Right. He was like a big cocaine addict, and he said how he stopped. The whole comedy bit is why he stopped doing cocaine. It's great. I'll send it to you.
And yeah, no, I definitely want to check it out. I like Millie. I guarantee you, if you see a picture of this guy, you'll be like, I know that guy. You've seen at least one of his videos before.
I might have.
Damn, Jay Millie coughing up a lung over there.
So am I.
You smoking too, Eva?
Yeah.
Yo, so speaking of cocaine, like y'all did cocaine before, right?
What?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I remember Millie. You were telling me back in the day you used to do some white girl. You too, Eva? Were you ever into cocaine?
I did cocaine.
I would do some white girl, and then I would do some white
No,
girl.
listen, I did cocaine a couple years ago on my birthday, and it was great.
But
Had
you
a good
didn't ever.
time. Didn't do it ever again.
That's it basically though. Like you were never heavy into it.
Oh no, hell no! I don't have that kind of money.
So when I was like a teenager, I was heavy into cocaine because like this dude that I was cool with was a big cocaine dealer, so I had the cheap plug, and I loved cocaine, and it kind of became a problem for me. But then when I got older, anytime I did cocaine, like if I were to do cocaine right now, I'll have a panic attack.
I was just gonna say that I can't because I have panic attacks. I can't even drink.
Oh yeah,
coffee
speeds up your
anymore.
heartbeat.
Right. I can't do coffee anymore, so I'm
But
all
back
about
in the day, I loved it. It was like a line of cocaine, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know, Millie. What era were you doing cocaine? Like way back, or?
Well, shit, I started in the late '90s, but like throughout the 2000s.
Okay, so yeah, we were doing coke around the same time. And you would just sniff it, or did you ever smoke it in weed or cigarettes? Or
Every once in like in between me sniffing it because I take it up the nose, but in between that I might roll something up with some weed.
That's when
What
your
would
heart
that be
really-
called? A white cap?
Oh, there's all kinds of names depending geographically where you're at. Yo, in
Right.
Florida, they'll call it a dirty. In New York, we'll call it a coolie or and then on the West Coast, Billy, what do y'all call it? Primos, and we were talking about it.
Those greenies.
We called it a white cap.
That's slick. I like that. But the only thing is, like, when I think of cap, I think of a nightcap, like before you go to bed. And if you're doing cocaine, you are not going to bed.
No, you're
Nah.
Yo, I
Shit, because I
don't
have
know
to
what
play.
it is.
Shoot, $20, I was good for the weekend.
I don't know what it is though. The numbing. There was something about that numbing I loved when I did do it.
Yeah.
Man, that first drainage, I was like, oh yeah, I'm good.
I hate the drip though, you know, that cocaine drip.
See, I like that. And
You
you
liked
want to
it?
know what's so crazy? Whenever I talk to my like weed smoker friends, because I never was in a weed like that, they were like, "Yo, think of when you cough, like how Millie was coughing up a lung." They were like, "Think of that being the cocaine drip, like when you're coughing, you're getting higher." It's like
Right.
Yeah.
a similar.
I just didn't like the taste of it.
Me neither, but I did. Even though I didn't, like I did.
Because your mouth
Yeah.
got numb, you're like, it just wears off so fast. You're like, I need more. I need more. That's the fucked up thing.
Yo, you want to hear something crazy? One night, right? We were doing I was with like one other person, or not even night. It was the middle of the day. That's how you knew I had a problem. We'll get fucking all cocained up in the middle of 11 a.m. We're doing a gram of cocaine, and I'm 16. You
How
know?
much is that? A 40? What is a gram? Like, I
Oh
don't even
man.
know.
I mean, back then, I mean, I could get it for like 40, but I could sell it to someone for like 80 or 90. But
Oh,
you know, that's the thing too. Is it stepped on? Is it pure?
Right.
But people, right? We're sniffing cocaine. We're all geeked up and everything, and I'm chugging down like 3 Mountain Dews. That makes it sound even more like white trash, right? Mountain Dews and cocaine at 11 a.m. And all of a sudden, a little while later, I'm like literally, I guzzled down like 3 Mountain Dews, and then like 40 minutes later, I was having like real bad indigestion or something, to where I can convince
Oh
myself,
yeah.
damn, coffee, you're having a heart attack. But you know what it
oh
was?
no.
I was so numbed up from sniffing coke that the soda had no carbonation, so I drank it like water, and I just needed a burp, and I was all right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you ever seen that? There's that old
You're
Michael J.
funny.
Fox movie, Doc Hollywood, where
Oh
he,
yeah, I remember that movie.
yeah, remember he wanted to give that kid heart surgery, but he just had indigestion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I felt, man. I didn't realize that. Like, oh, dude, if you weren't on cocaine and your whole mouth and ear, nose, and throat shit wasn't numb, you wouldn't chug the soda down that fast. It would, you wouldn't drink it like it was water. You would take
See,
a
I was
sip.
drinking alcohol the night I was doing it, and I was like the most soberest
Yeah.
person in the whole
Oh yeah,
place.
I would
cocaine and
start off with a beer and then get into the hard.
Right, and no one knew. I knew you'd be up all night just fine.
damn, these motherfuckers over here walking up on me. I'm sitting in my car. They look like they're going to get some cocaine or meth.
I used to bust down fat ass lines.
Yeah, I was always like that too, man. Some people would want to like break down little lines, like, nah, yo, like say I got a bag of coke, right, and I could do 2 big lines or 5 small ones. Give me the 2 big jump offs.
I'm doing the 2 big ones. I'm starting off with 2 big ones, and then I might scale back a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Well,
Donna
on my
said,
birthday, I was getting treated left and right, and everyone, like, I was like the last one left awake. I'm like, everyone got sick. They're all going to bed. I'm like, I gotta go to work in the morning.
Time to
Anyway,
do
I
another
ended up
line.
calling in saying I was sick, and then partied all day after that. It was
that was
great.
the only thing really bad for me with cocaine. Like, it was all fun and games until when I progressed to doing those like all nighters, and then when you're coming down in the morning and you feel all crazy.
Oh man. Oh, my ass is jumping in the shower. I gotta take the edge off.
Yeah, yeah, facts, man.
See, this was
Because
like a
otherwise, yeah.
2-day thinger.
What'd you say, Eva?
I said I only did it for like 2 days. It was my birthday, and I was getting everyone's like, "Hey, let's go in the bathroom." I was like, "All right." we're at a club. I had a table. They're like, "Happy birthday!" I'm like, "Okay." And then
That's
it
the
was
only
on the
time
rest
you
of the
ever
night.
did cocaine?
Yeah.
That's good though. That's good.
No, I had a blast. I would do it again if every other couple years if I could just do it that and be good.
Yeah, no, that's smart. It's when you're like, oh, okay, last Friday was fun. Let me see if I can do this on a Tuesday and then a Thursday and then
No, it wasn't like that. It was a birthday thing once in a lifetime. And it was the funnest shit. Like Theo Von Evans said this when he was talking about it. He says, weed is like a confusing spice. It'll make you forget how to get home. He said cocaine will make you forget how to get into heaven.
yo, that's a good analogy.
Yeah. So no,
Millie, how
because I've seen people that do coke all the time, and they're like, I don't do coke, and they walk out of the bathroom with a big old ring on their nose,
yeah.
and their nose is always like dripping, and you just know.
Yeah, people be lying too. That's the with all
They're like,
drugs. It's like,
Got a
yo,
little
I
piece
don't
of
touch
sweat
that
coming down
stuff.
their
It's
forehead.
laced with fentanyl. I've heard so many excuses while their nose is dripping, and they got a ring. They got like cocaine in their nose hairs. You know what I mean? It's
Hey,
like, okay,
speaking of fentanyl, hey, y'all heard about Coolio's death revealed, right?
yeah, I did I was actually telling Eva about that earlier. Like when I first started the live and she hopped on and I did a video about it earlier, bro. That's crazy, man. But it's kind of like I was already kind of going there in my head because if you remember the story, it was like he was at his people's house. He went in the bathroom. They ended up having to like break the door down, and he was dead. So I figured I kind of thought it was fentanyl, but then to hear it, you're like, okay. But what's wild though, bro? Did you hear the whole thing? They said he died of fentanyl, but he also had heroin and meth in his system.
okay, wait. Are you talking about Coolio?
Coolio,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay.
Come along and ride on a fantastic. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, that's wild to me. What do you think, Millie? Like, do you think Coolio was like all his life getting high, or do you think he was going through some things later in his life and just picked up some drugs, or do you think he just,
He
because
been
that's
in those
wild,
business.
bro. They said he had amphetamine, heroin, and fentanyl in his system.
He probably had a hot shot.
What?
He probably had a hot shot.
What's that?
Just
That's when you combine two or more hard drugs together.
Or maybe he used to do drugs. That's another thing. He used to do drugs. He got clean for a minute, and then they say when you go back, like relapse or something, and you try
Yeah,
to take
he's been kind of on and
that
off, over the years.
could
was
have been
Coolio known to do drugs, Millie?
Huh?
Was Coolio known to kind of have a drug habit over the years?
I mean, on the inside, yeah, people knew, but that wasn't like a national thing because it was never publicized.
Oh, Donna left a couple more comments. She said, absolutely, Eva is right. They are protecting the owner, and even some people don't treat their animal good, but they will love the owner forever. Animals do not judge people what they look like. Fat, skinny, pretty, black, white. Well, then your dog was picking up that they were not really friends. Eva, you're
Well,
right, 100%.
well,
No,
Donna, that's not correct because they're still friends of ours to this very day.
and she said, no, animals can see a person who is disfigured, and if they are a nice person, they will love them. Animals love good people. All animals have a sixth sense. They look out for people who own them. But yeah, man, that was sad, man. Coolio died, and like I was telling Eva earlier, it's just fucked up. Like it's crazy too to think, man, these celebrities, because just yesterday, dude took the plea for selling Omar from The Wire, Michael K. Williams, dude that sold him that fent, pled out in federal court yesterday. Like,
Oh,
and you know Tom Petty from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yes.
You know that. You don't know how it feels.
To
You
be
don't know how it
me.
feels to be me. How's that go? I gotta get where I'm going.
What I gotta go another joint. We're
That's
gonna
my
head
shit.
on down the road.
Hold. Keep spit it. Keep going, Eva. How's that
I
go?
can't remember the lyrics.
And it has like a harmonica in it, and it's like,
You
you
don't
don't
know
know
how
how
it
it
feels
feels. You
to
don't know.
be me.
Yo, he died from fen too, and it just shows you that all like these celebs are even getting the poison pack, man. Yo, did you guys ever see that movie from way back in the day? With Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, where Tom Petty's in it, but it's like where it's a post-apocalyptic society, and it's about like mailmen, like Kevin Costner's in it, and there's people that still got bags of mail, and they're trying to deliver the mail. Y'all never seen that?
Never seen that ever.
They go to this village, and Tom Petty is like the head of the village, and there's a dude in it, and his name is Ford Lincoln Mercury, and he got his name from a sign from a Ford dealership. Y'all never seen that?
No. I haven't
I
seen
feel like Cuba Gooding Jr. might be in it, man.
it.
Oh wait, I think Donna left a new one. She said, "Absolutely, Eva's right." Oh no, that's an old comment. Damn, I gotta piss like a motherfucker, man.
You always have to go pee.
I know, I swear, that's the only thing keeping me alive.
I'll
Like it.
sing while you do it if you're bladder shy. Let's see. Let's get to the point. Let's roll another joint, and we'll head on down the road. I gotta go. I can't remember the rest now.
Yo, you were doing it right. That was that's my Tom Petty, and you know what's my shit too. You guys remember that? I'm free falling.
oh yeah, I remember that one.
I like
What did he
Last
say
Dance
about
with Mary Jane. One
one
more
more
time to
time?
kill the
Kill the pain.
pain.
Yo, and then he had that trippy old video where it was like Alice in Wonderland,
Oh yeah, yeah. With the
and
black
someone
and
got
white
turned
checkers.
into like a cake, and they were cutting pieces of cake off their body or something. Like,
Yeah.
no, but what does it say in that in Free Falling? He says something about West Ventura Boulevard.
Oh yeah. I can't think right now. I'd have to.
It says something about all the vampires live West Ventura. I don't know.
Ventura Boulevard.
Oh, Donna commented again. She said, "No, someone can be disfigured. A dog won't care if they look scary. Animals know good or bad. Oh my God, it's 5 a.m. and I have a doctor appointment and I don't want to go. She's going to know I had cocktails. Can someone just say hello or goodbye?"
Oh,
Yeah.
Donna. I love your name, Donna Slits.
Oh, damn. Yo, I'm at 5% battery. So it's about to die. Donna, you know we love you, Donna.
Your phone's gonna die. Coffee.
Yeah, I'm at 5%.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
about
Well,
to
I
piss
had
my
fun.
pants. I'm about to piss myself.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I had
saying,
fun.
yeah, no, I had a blast too.
Oh yeah,
J. Milton,
yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay.
Oh,
Love
Millie,
you too.
Millie, before we go, did Roman Reigns, did they cheat in a win over Cody?
The
Or
match
was it?
never happened
Oh, it didn't.
because, and this is another instance of why everybody believes that Vince is back in charge. Brock Lesnar attacked Cody Rhodes and beat the living shit out of him.
Really?
He F5'd him. He F5'd him onto the table outside, whooped him with a chair, suplexed him, picked up those steel stairs, threw it in the ring, and then F5'd him on top of those steel stairs.
What, like when he was like when he was walking down coming out of the,
No,
like
they did the in-ring entrance
oh, and where
or
did
the
Brock
in-ring
come from?
introduction.
Like, where did Brock come from? The crowd or something?
No, after they did their entrances, they did the in-ring introduction. Brock went first, and then when the ring announcer was, and from Savannah, Georgia, yada yada yada, Cody Rhodes, and then that's when you see Brock come from behind him, and then picks him up and F5s him.
What, like, was Brock hiding or something?
Nah, he was in the ring
Wait, why was he there?
because it was a tag team match.
Wait. The
Well, are you talking about what happened on Raw?
No. Mania.
Oh, you talking about WrestleMania?
Yeah. Did he go over clean?
Oh, nah. Solo came in and gave Cody the spike.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, wait a second. When you're talking about that, I was like, I didn't hear anyone say nothing like that. I heard people. So Roman Reigns went over clean.
Nah, he did get some help. The Usos even came out too, but they got ran off by Sammy and Kevin.
Oh, Donna, I would totally let you call in. It's not a number. I'm gonna teach you how to do this in the future. There's a link, and I'll explain to you how to do it. But like my phone is literally about to die, or I would totally put you on. But I'm at, what am I at now? I'm at 3%, so it's literally gonna die any second.
But I want to tell you this real quick, Coffee. Tap into AEW. Tony Khan just announced in August it will not be All Out, but it will be All In, and it will be held in London, England, at Wembley Stadium. Yeah,
no, I just heard that on Strictly Business, which comes on the 83 weeks thing.
And they just signed Jay White too.
Speaking of that, there was a couple of videos I wanted to get up, man. I'm trying to build that wrestling channel up. But yeah, no, Donna, I love you. My phone, as I'm talking to you, could die. That's how low it is, and I'm sitting in this
I'm gonna go ahead and let you go.
I'm gonna teach you how to do it in the future, Donna. How to click the link and get on here. But yeah, no, Millie, on that other channel too, bro. If you're interested, bro, we could do some lives. No one might come in the chat because we're not in an algorithm over there at all. But like, we can just upload some things and see if we can build off that too. If you're interested, it's all.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm down.
We'll just talk our shit totally about wrestling over there, man.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. I love talking wrestling.
All right, cool. All right, most def, bro. And sure. I'm good now too. The other night when you were asking, I had to wait like 48 hours because I just tried to enable it or whatever. But yeah. Cool. That's a good way you can catch me up to speed on stuff too. And maybe we can get some other wrestling nerds to, tap in the comments or whatever. But all right, man, I'm gonna let you go. Much love to you, Donna. Donna, you got a piece of my heart. I love you, Donna. Eva, Baby G, everybody. I love y'all. I got to go. My itch is gonna die. Guys, if you didn't hit that like already, please do so now. I gotta figure out a good title to put on this thing and a good thumbnail, man, because I feel like we talked about so much ish on here. I feel like we have great conversation on this channel. You know what I mean? But they just don't want to let us live. I say us because on J Coffee Talk, it's coffee talk. You can't coffee talk it up by yourself. I've done that a lot of times. Like we just, oh, my phone's dying. My phone's dying, y'all. I can't even end this. I love y'all.